I have a 1 beside my name in chat. I'm a top supporter of Mr. JRPG. Hell yeah. I didn't even have to spend money.
Let's freaky go. Freaky go.
We are live. Let's get it. We are live. Let's get it. We are. Who likes Pokemon? Woo!
Oh my god, we're already starting with Pokemon. Just worship already. That is insane.
Bro, I'm irked that I set this GIF as my profile picture on Discord of Megastar me sprinting, but it doesn't play on my profile. It's very sad.
Oh, that's not fair. I hate when Discord does some crap like that, man.
Why am I paying for Nitro if your GIFs for profiles don't work?
That's just stupid. It should be playing every time you talk. I hate that about Discord.
They got Monopoly now. Ain't nobody going to TeamSpeak, and Microsoft killed Skype, much along with everything else they've done recently.
They kill Xbox.
I'm surprised we're not talking about that.
What do you say, Riku?
I said I'm surprised we even know about TeamSpeak.
Oh, bro, I was in the Minecraft factions lobbies, bro. We were in there.
Oh, hold on, somebody's echoing.
Somebody's echoing. Is it me?
1 minute.
Is it me?
It's probably Riku.
Is it Riku?
He said it should be gone now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. All right, we are out here. Chat, what's up, chat? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? How's everybody going? What the hell am I talking about? Ah, man. We got Kogan, Travis 23. What up? Salazar Naruto, the man, the myth, the legend is in the house. Ace Breaker, the man with the most controversial opinions of all time. Doesn't
type shit.
He oh my god, you saying type shit?
Type shit.
Am I so old that I don't know what type shit is anymore? Like I don't know the slang anymore.
That's all right. It's all right, King. Just keep going. You're spitting. Ace Breaker got all those cold takes.
Yeah, Ace Breaker. He don't like Octopath. He's a wild boy. He's definitely a wild boy.
Yes,
what
sir.
up, Nightwolf, Triplin, KJ? What's going on, guys? We got a show for you guys today. Kevin Lewis, what up, man? If you guys like Pokemon, you could all sound off about liking Pokemon very, very soon. Let's see. Let's unpin that. Let's see. Mic check. Everything's good, chat. Audio-wise, everything is good, chat. You know, no echoes. I sound good. The chat. What do you guys think? You know, I'm scared that I got Streamlabs OBS up and it's telling me to do AI things, and I'm just like, why is AI just taking control of everything? Like, what's going on here? Like, my God.
I agree. I just got a new phone, and basically, it's like, so this is Gemini, your AI companion. I'm like, no. He's like, no to your no. You're gonna use this Gemini. It's a part of every part of your UI for your phone now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Bro, just wait.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, just wait. You're gonna start getting these. They're gonna start rolling out these text messaging services. They're like, oh, someone replied. Do you want me to reply for you? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Here's a list of replies.
I can't even. The power button doesn't even turn off my phone anymore.
What?
Yeah, I hold the power button because on my previous phone, if I hold the power button, you know, it'll say, "Do you want to power off your phone?" You hold the power button, and Gemini says, "What do you want, baby boy?" I'm like, "Oh God!" If I want to turn my phone off, I have to hold the volume down and the power button to get those settings. But in regards to just holding the power button, your AI has superseded that action. What? It's called the power button. Well, AI is your power, apparently.
Here's the question, Riku. How old is your previous phone then? Because that has been around. That whole power and volume has been around for a while. So. How old was your previous phone?
My phone, I think it was 2020, so 5 years.
5 years, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so I guess that's definitely enough time for that to happen. But yeah, I didn't know this was the norm now, but that's not a good thing if you're saying that that's been the norm.
Yeah, it's been the norm because I mean I've had a Google Pixel for I think the Pixel 6, and it's been doing that since then. So yeah.
Yeah, it's wild that the power button doesn't turn off your phone.
It's like I'm against AI, but it's just like in some aspects I'm cool with it. And then it's gonna be like, hey, I didn't like all touchscreen phones when they came out. It didn't have any like keyboard. I didn't like what else did I didn't like? How the phone didn't flip. You know, I didn't like so many things, but you know what? I got used to it, and I'm gonna get used to it when it comes to AI. So it is what it is.
It's not a good thing, Shadow, but it is what it is.
Oh man. Soon enough, like even on YouTube, like there'll be like AI, like there'll be options for me to AI reply to somebody's comment. It's like, do you want to put on AI comment replies? So I was like, oh my god, let's not go that far. I don't want to do that. I like my subscribers. Let them get a genuine response from me. But I could tell, like for people like Kai Cenat or like the really big YouTubers and streamers, they'll definitely be using stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's so impersonal, though. Like, if I just get an AI response, bro, at least, like, I don't know, piss in my face or something, like, that would feel better than whatever it was you just did.
What if he just replied, type shit? I feel like people would just...
Fair. You know what? Fine. Fair. They don't take much these days, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like people would get hype off of that. They would be so happy, just like, oh, my favorite streamer. Oh, Emiru replied to me in the comments. She said type shit. I love her so much.
I say let's not bring up Emiru right now. I would say Emiru's been in the news a lot recently. Let's not get into that.
I've been constantly trying to like every random Asian slut in lingerie just so my algorithm can show me something else outside of Emiru and her drama.
Yeah,
I have not seen any of that.
I'm just gonna say this about it because I just found out about it like earlier today that she was having troubles with her ex-boyfriend or something like that, and I'm just like, you have a horde of fans ready to do anything for you. You're never gonna choose them, but you choose a guy. That is just terrible for you.
But Shadow, it's the same as think about it this way. Oh shit! That's my train of thought. I had something really good cooked. Yeah, it's like back in ancient times. You know, the queen's on the throne, bro. The queen's not gonna mate with peasants, bro. You know, all the fans, bro. They're not people.
The peasants? Is that what we doing? Oh, that's
wow. You gotta keep the bloodline sacred.
That's wild. That's crazy.
I also feel like 90% of streamers prefer not to meet partners as as fans. Because I feel like that just opens like a can of worms. I don't know, man.
First of all,
I think it is kind of weird when you meet a fan who's kind of into you. Like I remember meeting one when I was, from podcasting, and she was like, oh, "I'm such a big fan," but then she messaged me DM and said like, "Oh, I really like you," and it was kind of weird because it was like, listen to me on your phone.
I feel like celebrities and probably streamers probably just see fans as like, I don't know, a one night stand or just a hookup. There's definitely no staying power there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or they just look at them as peasants. Like you love me enough you like me enough to worship me, worship the ground that I walk on, give me hundreds of dollars. Like, ew, I don't want to.
But see, like when you get up to like Kai Cenat status though, and you're like known world over, how do you pick someone to start dating? Like
that is true. that is true, man.
It's like why celebrities always date other like celebrities.
That's what they should be doing because there's no way Kai Cenat should just be dating some random girl, and then she's like, "Oh, I got my own business." Like she's using you to gain some of your clout to start her business. Like you don't even understand that. And when she gets, I don't think anybody's gonna be bigger. There's gonna be a lot to do to get bigger than Kai Cenat. But
Salazar is asking if you see us as peasants, Shadow?
No.
Would you All right, you hear fans. No. Shadow would let you hit. Shadow will let you hit. It's
Shadow would not let you hit, but I definitely don't see you guys as peasants. The only people I see as peasants, and if you're in the chat, is if you like 30 FPS. Players.
Oh,
yeah, if you like 30 FPS in your games and you want all your games to be in 30 FPS, then you're a peasant. All right, then you're a peasant.
Who wants their games to be in 30?
Exactly. Right, it's gotta be such a small, finite of nothing people. There's no way anybody wants that. Absolutely wants that. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
Shadow, you said you don't see the fans as peasants, right? But you won't let them hit, right? So remember the last picture I sent you on Instagram, right? If that was a fan,
Oh, that's a different story. That's a different case. That's a different story. You told me something like that, you know, she's and she's good to go. Like, hey, man, you know, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I said, sheesh.
Like, I'll take that, no problem.
He's basically saying all the fans are just not good looking enough. All right, I see how it is.
Nah, everybody's a beautiful person in my eyes. Okay, here we're all beautiful people here. All right. Sorry, Kevin Jones. Pelvic is not showing up. She did not answer the call, so I don't expect her to be here. But if she wants to drop in, she can drop in at any point. All right, guys. HPMP, the JRPG podcast, back at it again with another video. We are live with episode 115. We're on podcast platforms. If you want to be on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever have you, we're there. All right, people. I just put out a new video. Go check it out. Apparently, I'm grifting. I'm grifting on my new video. I didn't know I could be a grifter, but apparently I'm a grifter. That new video of mine, I'm grifting on Pokemon. But we'll get into that shortly. Let's start with these introductions. Go ahead, Blake.
It is that time. What's going on, everybody? It is me, Westtown HD. Chat, we are here. We are queer. We are ready to play talk about some Pokemon. It is
I don't know about that queer, but okay.
I am loving that. Hey, you know, fair. But your boy just got the shiny charm. If you know, you know. That was a solid 10 hours. But yeah, no, we're excited to talk about Pokemon. I'll let you all know what the fuck's going on.
All right, Riku.
Riku's on one, the only one. Hello, everyone. Hello, Energy. I was basically sleeping all day, so we're here. We're happy. And at least I am present, unlike somebody.
Oh, man. Random shot.
Rather interesting.
Q?
It is I, your husband of dreams. We are back for another episode. I know I missed the last one. I was there in spirit, but I'm here now. So, ready to do this. Let's do it.
And Bob?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another HPMP. Hope you've all been well since the last time. Let's talk about Pokemon and an Xbox being in the cuck chair.
Oh, God. That's funny. I saw a picture of that. That's crazy. But yes, you guys know me, Mr. JRPG Shadow, host of this podcast. As I said, I just released a video on Pokemon. Go check that out. Hit the like button on that. And I will greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Let's real quick go around the room. It's been maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks since we last came about. What are we all playing out here? Bao, what are you playing?
Well, I just beat Pokemon this morning, so I'm back to playing Digimon. Lots of RPGs whenever I get the time.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Digimon was more higher on your hierarchy of things that you like. So I figured you would have prioritized that. No?
In a way, yes, but people were posting Pokemon spores like a mofo, so was trying to beat that as quickly as possible.
Okay, gotcha. Q, if you play games, what are you playing?
You gotta say it like that. Oh, Q, you play games. Bloody hell.
Oh wait, Q, before I get to how did you get Pokemon ZA, Bao? Just out of curiosity.
Oh no. Bao picked up. So here's the thing. So I told Bao I will hook him up with the Pokemon ZA because he messaged me and asked about it. The only thing is I told him he'll have to get it when I get paid, which is in a couple of days. But you know, Bao said he wanted to play the boys. So by the sound of the fact that he said he's played it already, it sounds like he's already picked it up. So I guess I'll have to hook him up with something else. So yeah.
All right. So what are you playing, Q?
Well, you know what? You've said it already. You know, I haven't really been playing much of anything.
Oh my God!
That sounds bad.
Are you a gamer, Q? I'm sure you're a gamer. You're a gamer.
I am
right?
still a gamer. Here's the thing.
I know, Chad. Is he a gamer? I don't know, man. I don't know anymore, bro.
I got drafted to do some esports stuff, and
esports.
I've been moonlighting as an esports player for.
So you're good at video games too, allegedly.
Allegedly, I am very good at esports to the point where I can represent the country.
I bet he's playing Pez. I bet he's playing Pez.
It is.
I knew it. I knew it.
Wow.
I got drafted for that, so I've actually they've got me on like a whole team, and I've got they've got sponsors and all this sort of stuff. So I've kind of given a bit of time to that. It's been that and work, but at the same time, I have been keeping up with all the news. I've been watching videos on the Pokemon stuff and a bit of everything else. I still try to keep briefed of all the stuff, and when I'm not doing that, it's just anime. Really, I've been trying to catch up on so much anime. I've missed out on so much. So. But yeah, I'm very ready to talk about this Pokemon stuff and I'm kind of happy I didn't have time or the funds to pick up a copy because that game sucks. But we'll get to that. Other than that, yeah, it's just been. I'm in holiday right now. Just a shout out. I'm in Norway right now for holiday. So if any of you happen to be in Norway and you see me, say hi, but don't be weird. And yeah,
he said he doesn't want to hook up. That's what he said.
My God.
I'm here with my missus and kids. There's no hookup.
Hey man, more the merrier.
Nah. My missus will probably clobber someone.
All right. Riku, what are you playing, man?
Currently I am playing nothing because I recently finished Trails in the Sky remake on Friday. My second playthrough, platinum, 150 hours. So that is done and out the way. So I think up next, I feel like playing something that isn't a JRPG. I'm gonna take a little JRPG break before I hop back into Wild Arms 2. So I've been playing a little bit of Helldivers 2 on the side with Blake.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
I think for my single player game, I have the Dead Space 1 remake here, so I mess around with that.
All right. Blake?
Yeah, that's about it.
So your boy has been playing Pokemon. I just got 100%. 20 minutes ago, actually, or however long ago it was. I just said I got the shiny charm, did the last mission. Technically the only thing I have left to do in the game is find all the screws, but I don't know where I'm missing them, and they don't show you which ones you have already, so quite frankly, fuck that. And I'm also playing Metroid Prime 3. I already finished Metroid Prime 2 a few weeks ago. I'm just trying to finish those games before Prime 4 comes out. Playing those on PC through Prime Hack because Nintendo doesn't feel like putting them on Switch or Switch 2. But aside from that, yeah, mainly Pokemon's just the main thing I'm playing right now, and getting really excited for they're dropping Luigi's Mansion on Switch NSO for Halloween, so I'm going to be streaming that. And then after that, we have Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment next week.
All right, nice. And I am currently still trucking along in Sky 1 Remake. Taking my sweet time with that. So sweet, in fact, I'm only on chapter 3. I'm getting through it though, between real life stuff and work, I'm trucking through. Playing a lot on transit to work, so it's a thing.
How are you planning to do it to work?
Goat Deck. I mean the Steam Deck.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
That thing is a lifesaver. I was thinking about not carrying it because it would make my bag heavy, but then I was like, you know what? If I don't actually carry the case, it's actually pretty light. So I just put it in my bag, and I just go from there.
Okay.
What else? I haven't really been playing much of anything else. Definitely going to be jumping on Exalia when it comes out this Friday, I believe. It's coming out Friday. Definitely going to be jumping on that. I was trying to play some Resident Evil 3 mod. There was a mod called Lord of Necropolis or something like that. It's like a hard mod. It's so much fun. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of difficult things, but they do a lot of fun things, and I'm trying to play that a little bit more, but it's tough. All right, so all that out the way, let's jump into this. Pokemon Legends ZA, recently released about a week or two ago, I believe. And people are enjoying it, but as with any Pokemon game, it comes with some scrutiny. It comes with some obvious things that shouldn't be the way they are, but they are, and they can be because it's Pokemon. Currently sitting at I believe, 81 on Metacritic, I think. I think it's sitting at 81 on Metacritic. Low 80s, maybe it's like a 79 now. But yes, and the game also went on in its first week to sell 5.8 million units or copies or shipments or whatever it was. So it's it's a hit, as it always is, as Pokemon games always are. This is not even a mainline title, and they're out here doing big boy numbers, and we're going into the holiday season, so you know that number is going to go even higher. But before we get into the technical stuff and the things about it, what's going on with it, I invite Bao and Blake to the stand to talk about their experience with it and what they're liking about it. So which one of you fine gentlemen want to lead us off?
I'll go
ahead,
first. Well, Pokemon Legends ZA, if I had to sum up my thoughts on it, it's good, not great. The game is really carried hard by the new battle system, which is literally just Digimon World 1. Funny enough. But it got me through the game. I never really got bored, per se, so that's a plus. Obviously, the game also reintroduced, I should say, the Megas, which were dropped and now added back. A lot of them, they're good. Some are cool, some are silly. There's a wide variety of them. Only really one or two I thought was just really uninspired, so that's a plus for me. In general, I enjoyed my time with the game. I'm honestly not sure if I'd ever replay it. Like, it's good, but it's kind of where that ends.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really say much else about it.
Blake, what are your thoughts?
So I dumped my life into this game, as you all know, as Shadow knows. I like to pull some lengthy streams when a game that I've been anticipating comes out. So I got to basically I had the whole weekend off. So I think I logged, I want to say 40 hours in the first 2 or 3 days. Yeah, and I just kind of learned what to expect when Pokemon releases something new, so I kind of keep my expectations where I know I'll enjoy the game. The combat system is really fun. Like Bob mentioned, it's very similar to Digimon World 1. I've never played Digimon World 1, so I, of course, can't comment on that, but I just really like the different mechanics. I was especially like shocked when I discovered there's like certain mind games you can do. Like if a Pokemon uses what is it, like Phantom Force, it takes a second, they'll disappear and then they'll pop back up. But if you use another move like Dig, right, like after they use that, they'll appear and then you'll appear underneath them, so you can kind of like counterplay them a little bit. So there's some really cool gameplay mechanics there. Was very worried that Lumio City was going to be stale and boring, but there was always something in the city that was keeping me interested. I was getting lost all the time, just trying to find new stuff, and it very much had that what's over there kind of feeling to it. So I enjoyed exploring. I think it also complements Legends Arceus very well, because Legends Arceus is basically a game that's all about exploration and very little focus on battle, whereas this game is very much focused on battle and not as much exploration. So I think the two Legends games complement each other very well. I really like the characters in this game. I really like the music. The music's always a high point in Pokemon games. Yeah, overall, it's I wouldn't say it's like in my top Pokemon games the way Legends Arceus was, but I would say it's still a lot of fun, and I'm very glad that I was able to experience this, and I kind of hope that we see more games kind of in this gameplay style. I kind of want to see what they could do when they add a bit more moves, kind of refine things a little bit, and of course the first new Pokemon game I'm playing at 60 frames per second on the Switch 2. 60 frames per second.
Love it.
Upscaled to 4K, and yeah, the game does look really sharp on a 4K display. So yeah, overall, I'd say I'd probably give this game like an 8, give or take. Not quite in the realm of a 9 yet, and definitely not a 10. It would need to have more than just a city for it to come close to that, and it would need to have more than 230 Pokemon. It has less Pokemon in it than the Johto games, which is funny, but still, I enjoyed the game.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Combat system alone.
When you buy a game, you expect it, to enjoy it. I'm happy to hear that my fellow people on the panel are enjoying their time with it. I haven't played it.
There is one big blemish, though, I forgot about until I looked at the video you're playing. There's certain Mega Pokemon locked to online PvP.
Yeah. It's funny. It's just the Kalos starters right now.
Yeah, right now. That's being the keywords right now.
It's just not a good precedent for Pokemon, a company that's known to be greedy and take away features.
Oh, they'll start that. They'll start doing that. But
yeah, it's pretty lame.
But yeah, glad to see you guys are enjoying the game. So let's jump into the. Every time a Pokemon game comes out, this started with I think Sword and Shield. People were like, "Hey, this doesn't look great. This looks like crap. How could we have a game coming out in the current timeline looking like this?" And then people were saying for Sword and Shield, well, that's just their first foray into Pokemon, so you shouldn't be too judgmental on that one. But then we would get other Pokemon games. Then we would get Scarlet and Violet, and it's just like they're not improving, they're not caring, and it's gotten to a point where you can't really criticize Pokemon at all without people really just jumping down your throat saying stuff and just saying that, "Joe, you're being negative. Oh, shut up. I'm enjoying the game anyway. What are you talking about? Who cares?" Yet, I feel, in my opinion, if any other game or franchise dared do the stuff that Pokemon does, they would get crucified worse than Jesus Christ. But Pokemon is higher, apparently, than that. Pokemon has Pikachu. It has Charizard. It has Mewtwo. They can't be criticized. Okay? But be that as it may. So let's get into the issues. Graphically, you guys think the graphics are good for a Switch 2 game, I think. But I want to say, isn't this technically a Switch 1 game?
Oh, it's not technically. It is a Switch game. This game was supposed to release last year in October.
Okay.
It doesn't even look good as a Switch 2 game, I think. I think when you consider the power that the Switch 2 has and, considering when it came out as a platform, this is not on the level of what I would expect from a Switch 2 game. Because, again, even when we consider Switch games and you think of the best looking Switch games, they're not Pokemon games. And this does not look as good as some of the best looking Switch games. And that's just the first Switch, This is not even on the level of like Xenoblade or anything like that. It's not even close. So I don't think that there's an excuse to say that, oh, well, it's a Switch 2 game, so it has to look like this. It doesn't. It just doesn't.
To be fair, most of, I'd say 90% of the games that we have on Switch 2 right now started their development life as a Switch 1 game. Mario Kart World was a Switch 1 game. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a Switch 1 game. The only game that even Age of Imprisonment, Hyrule Warriors, is coming out in 2 weeks, was a Switch 1 game. The only game that we really have coming out for Switch 2 that was made for Switch 2 right now is Kirby Air Riders. And you can see Sakurai's got his touch on there. I would not be surprised if that game hits 120 frames. Dude is an optimization wizard.
So just to pivot just a tad bit on that, this is Nintendo we're talking about, and we're seeing their stuff and how they operate when charging $80 for games and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you honestly believe that Nintendo is going to completely abandon the install base that is the Nintendo Switch? I feel like most games that come out for Switch or would be exclusive to Switch is going to be made for the ground up for Switch 1 and then just put on Switch 2 to have a better frame rate and better resolution. I think that's
so.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, Shadow. Right, with the Switch 2 version, you pay more for the Switch 2 version than the Switch 1, and they make it a very clear thing of like, oh well, there's updated sort of textures and all this sort of stuff, but it doesn't look that much different between the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. The only thing you can see, at least from my perspective, is resolution and probably frame rate. Those are the only two things you can probably see, but it looks almost exactly the same. Whereas if you play a game, and you know this as a PC gamer, if you play certain games on PC and they have like a higher resolution pack and you download that higher resolution pack, it looks different. You can see clear differences, better shadowing, better effects, everything like that. I think they could have done this for Pokemon. I think if it really was a priority.
I think that's how it's doing. That's what it's doing, because I believe the Switch 1 version is not as graphically powerful as the Switch 2 version, which I would expect.
It's barely off the Switch 2 version, in the sense of like, I think they could have done a lot more when it came to having better sort of color palettes and assets in the Switch 2 version, especially because you're paying extra for it. I think it should be better, like night and day. You should look at the Switch 2 version and think, oh my god, this looks gorgeous. I want to buy a Switch 2 from my Switch 1. Whereas the only reason I can see someone going from Switch 1 to Switch 2 is for better frame rates. And for most people, they'll probably be okay with that. They'll probably be like, it's all right, I can stay. I don't have to pay at 60 frames per second, blah, blah, blah. Right? But there's not enough from a visual perspective that I can say, oh my god, you must get this on the Switch 2. I mean, and I say that not speaking from the perspective of like us, those of us who've been playing on PC and have, 60 frames per second for years. The average person, like let's say my 7-year-old, he's not going to give a crap. he'll play this on his Switch, what do you call it, the handheld one, and be happy with it. So I think it has to be, they have to have had, if you're going to charge an extra amount for the Switch 2 version, and it's supposed to be an update, some better version of it, I think it should be night and day. I think you should look at it and think, holy crap, the Switch 2 version is amazing. I want to buy a Switch 2. And especially as a Nintendo, they're the ones selling the platform as well. They should make it to a point where people actually feel like they need to buy a Switch 2, because this is not a system seller. Pokemon ZA is just not a system seller. I haven't heard of anyone say, I'm buying a Switch 2 because I want to play Pokemon ZA.
Keep in mind as well, this gameplay system, if you're a casual Pokemon fan, you only play quote unquote mainline games or the turn-based ones, this doesn't do anything for you. Also, I won't go into details, but the next 5 years of Pokemon was leaked on the internet. Next year, Generation 10 will not be on Switch 1. So Pokemon fans will be forced to move to Switch 2 next year if they want to continue to play Pokemon.
See, here's the thing about that. I think that's going to be the case for the first couple of months, and then they're going to release a Switch 1 version.
No.
Yes, I absolutely believe they're going to do that.
Nintendo historically has moved on from technology pretty quickly.
Okay, all right.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, because more sales. Why would you abandon the Switch install base? More people will.
Because you're moving on.
Yeah,
not Sony and the PS4.
Not completely. Not completely. I said a couple of months after, they'll just be like, okay, here's the Switch 1 version.
That makes no sense. What?
What?
That would just cannibalize their Switch 2 sales, though.
How would it?
Shadow, do you have an example of a game doing that?
I feel like there are definitely games that have done that. I can't name one off the top of my head.
Off top of my head,
I feel like there was a PS5
games...
game, and then the PS4 version came out months later.
Marvel Rivals did that, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor did that.
Yeah, I feel like there are definitely examples. There are absolutely examples that have done that.
But again, that's just a case of the developers not wanting, and Sony as well, supporting the PS4 for way too damn long. The PlayStation 6 is going to be out in 2-3 years, and we're still getting PS4 games. I
still think if a company has this much of an install base into something, and this is the first year of the Switch, it's not like year 2, year 3, and next year will be year 2, but still, they're not going to completely abandon it. They're gonna make a version after the Switch 2 sales kind of they just stall out a couple of million, they just stall out a little bit, and they'll just say, here's a Switch 1 version if you haven't made the move to Switch 2 just yet. After a couple of months, once the sales stagnate.
Also, that new Pokemon game, Pokemon Pokopia, they haven't given us any platform announcements officially, but according to the leaks, it is a Switch 2 only game. So Game Freak has slightly already moved on from Switch 1.
Okay. What Pokemon game is that?
That's the one that looks like Animal Crossing. You have your Pokemon villagers, and you run around, you build things. It was shown in a Nintendo Direct back in the summer. When was that?
Okay.
Also, if you look at Nintendo's release period, they have a new Yoshi game coming out next year, spring, Switch 2 only. The only game actually that we know for sure Nintendo's making for Switch 1 next year is Tamagotchi Life.
You know what? I think Blake is right though, because when you look at the current rate of sales between the Switch 2 and the Switch 1, the Switch 1 has really dropped off on sales from a monthly basis and a weekly
basis. They did something crazy. Wasn't it 25 million units sold in the first month for Switch 2?
Something really insane.
Yeah, they broke records.
It's doing 5 million per month right now. It's at a current rate of about 5 million, whereas the Switch 1 right now is currently at 150,000. So when you compare that, it just makes sense that they will inevitably make the Switch 2 their priority. So I think it is possible that they put the next game out and abandon the Switch 1 for it.
Do you guys remember how quick Nintendo moved on to the 3DS from the DS? I feel like they kept the DS around a little bit, but I think the 3DS was kind of a failure to launch in the beginning.
Yeah, that's because it wasn't a crazy. Yeah, they wanted to move on quickly, especially when the 3D fad was in its prime. Please. Everything.
I remember when they added the Game Boy slot to the DS, and we're going to continue to support the Game Boy Advance for years to come. And then 8 months later, they're like, "Yeah, we're done with that."
So apparently, this is just from a report. I'm not sure if this report is accurate, but apparently, Pokemon Legends ZA only needed 200,000 units to break even, and that's if that's true. that's just a small amount compared to what they stand to make.
There's no budget.
They don't
in this
invest a
game.
lot
I'm not
in their
surprised.
games. Nintendo doesn't invest a lot into the Pokemon series as they should. I think for how much Pokemon turns over and how popular that franchise is, I think logically speaking, you would think they would invest a lot more. They don't have to. I mean, obviously, it's all about balance in the books and everything like that. You know, they're very financially responsible. But I think you can be financially responsible and at the same time deliver on what you think your product is worth. Because Nintendo like to claim that Nintendo products are worth what they're sold for. And it's the reason why it's very rare you see Nintendo first-party IPs go on sale. So it's like, oh, we are delivering quality, so we expect you to pay for it. Kind of like the whole Apple kind of mindset of things. But they're not. With Pokemon, it's not quality. I could say that with Zelda, maybe. That's quality. Mario games are usually quality, but Pokemon has been lackluster. You know, it has been.
Pokemon capitalizes on weaponizing nostalgia. That is how Pokemon's been surviving.
If you look at this game,
Gen 1 pandering is crazy.
If you look at this game, like all they really had to do was develop the city itself, which is already hella low resolution and like copy pasted, and like the new battle system really, and the characters. The Pokemon models exist. The new megas, you just gotta design those. Everything in this game is already kind of there.
Could you imagine if they did the region, the entire region for that? Like essentially do what you did
Scarlet and Violet? Wait, what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
The original region for that ZA is from. If you took that region and you sort of built out that region, but do it similar to like you did Arceus, essentially. Again, because you have a bigger platform, it's a much more powerful console, and you just show what the Switch 2 is capable of at the end of the day. Like, show, wow, this is a beast of a platform. Because Nintendo being able, or at least some of the developers have been able to pull off magic with the platforms that they've been on. If you think like for example, like Xenoblade on the Wii. That thing was making the Wii look like, holy crap, I can't believe that this runs on the Wii. And it was being touted as like this huge thing. It was, among awards and stuff for how well it looked and performed on the Wii. And this was still at a point in time where, like it was still low resolution essentially. But at the same time, it looked and ran great for the platform that it was on. This is not, again, we can expect more from Pokemon. We can expect more from Nintendo.
What do we think the problem is here? Do we think it's just Game Freak, they're not talented, they just don't care? Or is it really just that return on investment? They want to make 500% on what they actually, cost to make it, Well, what's the reason here? Why can't Pokemon look
according
good?
to leaks, they got some internal issues going on.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to highlight that on the podcast, but there's some Junichi Masuda stuff behind the scenes. It's kind of crazy. Like nothing like scandalous, just like you can go into details about it.
As far as we know, what was after Black and White? He had a sort of like workplace reign of terror or whatever, where the shift in the games went from following passion, putting out the best games possible, to kind of just corporate led. There's a bunch of other stuff that I won't get into, but that's the main gist of it. And I think you can actually see that. Like, if this was just some random report about a really popular series, I think people would have looked at it skeptically. But because of Pokemon, you can see that drop-off point in quality, it kind of lines up.
So that explains why Black and White 2 is so good.
There was a I don't know if it was an email or a quote, but he said Pokemon needs to be more PR. Is what he said.
PR, public relations,
as in like more sterile, less fun.
All right. So the thing about that is, I can get it from a business standpoint, because I think, do you guys think Pokemon will outlast us?
Oh
yeah, 100%.
But one, yes, and two. Actually, I just remembered this actually goes in line with like public quotes he said before. Like I remember reading an article about ORAS or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and the design choices he put in that game. Like, how they straight up give you legendaries. You don't even catch them really. They just give them to you. And like just his mindset of why he did that and stuff, it lines up with this new leak. So I think there is smoke to this fire.
So if Pokemon's going to outlive us and they're going to be putting out games like mostly every year, every other year, they got to they gotta like drip feed us this stuff. It's gonna be a long running franchise. They can't just put all their eggs into one basket for one Pokemon game, and then in the following year they barely know what to do because they shot their load on the previous one. This game has gotta, this franchise has gotta go on for years and years and years and years. They gotta make games. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's one of the reasons why these games are bare bones.
The games are literally, I don't know, in Pokemon companies' minds, I think the games are only used as a vehicle to introduce new Pokemon because they don't introduce new Pokemon in movies anymore. So it's basically, a new generation is accompanied by a game, and then after that they make merch for it, they make an anime for it, they make their plushies for it. You might get a movie out of it, probably not anymore in the modern day, and they move on.
Okay.
Wow.
We got a super chat.
We got a super chat from Coogan saying, Gen 5, Masuda the GOAT, them leaks are slander, LMAO. Bro, I'm pretty sure didn't so one of the Pokemon directors had to force Masuda out of a directing role, so that's not a good look.
That is crazy. They said you don't know how to market the game properly. Like, no, don't just give them the best game possible. Like we gotta barely feed them.
Chat says give me a more mature Pokemon game like Dragon Quest 12. Shadow, how's Dragon Quest 12?
Oh my god, I don't know what that game is. But hey, if you want more, but if you want more mature Pokemon, apparently a video just came out about a trainer and his God of War. So that was more mature.
Wow.
Bro, I saw Homer tweeting that, bro. That's crazy.
Hey man,
Pokemon fans need Jesus.
Hey man, they
do definitely do.
But that's wholesome, isn't it? That was a wholesome video. I was watching. I was like, oh, this is nice. God of War really cares about
until you read the comments.
Oh man,
wasn't so wholesome anymore.
All right.
Oh man, you know what?
So yeah, pivoting a little bit from negativity. What do we think of the megas? Do we think the megas are good?
I'd say I love about 80% of them. If you haven't played the game and you're only seeing art, a lot of them look stupid, but that's because most of them have really cool gimmicks that you can only see in combat. Like for alligators, like back comes down into like a mouth. Excadrill puts all of his arms together. I won't spoil like the megas or whatever. I won't talk anything beyond those, but I will say that if you haven't played the game and you've only seen art of them, you're doing yourself a disservice because a lot of the megas look really good in the game.
What about that Mega Starmie?
Oh, dude, yeah, I hated Mega Starmie so much, but the memes have saved it. I love this fucking guy now, dude. He's just so stupid. Bro, the way he guns people down, it's too good. I can't hate him, bro. I'm like Mega Pyroar. Don't at me on Mega Pyroar. But man, this thing is great.
Actually, Blake, I meant to tell you earlier. Look at shiny Mega Pyroar. It kind of saves.
I did see the shiny, bit. And I do agree. I do agree. I'll give that to you.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the battle system here. The way because I went to a friend's house to play Legends ZA for a little bit.
Monkey D. Luffy, you know the guy? Hell yeah, dude.
I do know Monkey D. Luffy, but I don't know if that's the person that you are that's being referred to. But yeah, I got to play it a little bit, and I noticed a new battle system, and I was playing with it, and it's just like the trainer gets to move around the field while he calls out the attacks, and I'm just like, what's the point of this? Like, I don't see too much.
You didn't do a boss fight.
Yeah, I can understand
you
boss
actually
fights.
have to run around.
Yeah, I can understand boss fight because they actually target the player, but it's like regular Pokemon battles. Yeah. It's just like, why do I have to move around?
Like, when you run around, your Pokemon runs around, and that can affect them dodging attacks.
Okay, all right. So if you run around, they'll dodge the attack or something like that, or is it just like
if you get enough?
If a Pokemon, for example, uses Future Sight, it shows you like a little ring beforehand where Future Sight's gonna hit, and if you move out of the way, you'll dodge the attack. Rock Slide's a notorious one; you can easily dodge it so long as you're not locked into an animation just by moving to the left a little bit.
And we're talking about are we talking about the mega battles or something like that? I'm talking about just regular trainer battles.
I'm talking about regular trainer battles as well. Okay. I find the regular trainer battles are good practice just for just getting used to the movement. Because when you're fighting like Mega Beedrill, he's very apparent that he has 6 eyes and they're all pointed at you. He does not care that you have a Pokemon on the field. You're gonna die. He wants you dead. Wow. Those fights, man. Some of them actually, I'm trying to think of any of the fights that I lost at. There was, I mean, outside of like some of the post game fights. Which fight was it that I lost at? There was a mega, and he hit me with like a ridiculously huge. I think it might have been the Mega Mawile, because there's no abilities in this game, so they had to make the Mega Mawile fight beefier to reflect, because he doesn't have huge power anymore. So he goes outside of the arena and like hits you with like meteor attacks, and they're very tricky to dodge. But okay. The movement feels like slightly better. If Arceus's movement was like a 4, this game's movement's like a 5. It feels like slightly better because the dodge rolling in Arceus felt very sluggish and weighted, like I wasn't actually able to get out of the way of attacks.
So is this something that you guys like a lot, and would you rather have it than the traditional turn-based?
I would say yes, for the simple fact it just shakes up the formula.
I need them to make a game using this formula that has routes, towns, and gyms before I can really comment on it, because right now we've just been in a glorified battle royale this entire time.
Okay.
But overall, I do like the gameplay. I don't know. I want to go outside. I don't want to be in a town anymore.
Okay, that sounds like what I've been saying.
Yeah.
So would you like the next mainline Pokemon game to be turn-based or this?
I'd say this.
Interesting. What about you, Bao? You're for this, or you're for turn-based?
I'd rather them keep this and expand on this system.
Wow.
Especially because they have Pokemon Champions is coming out next year, which is going to be their esports Pokemon app, so they won't need turn-based anymore for the mainline.
I know. Call me old-fashioned, but I'd rather take turn-based. Just give me traditional turn-based.
Dude, hey man, look, I'm all these other companies, quote unquote, are getting rid of turn-based. Maybe it's time Pokemon did the same.
Oh man, that's I don't want to hear that. Man,
it is so funny though when you see people talk about, oh, this is turn-based. No, I'm not playing this. I can't stand turn-based. Hey, don't you play Pokemon though? Oh, that's different. Okay, cool. And now Pokemon's not turn-based, and they're like, what's this? What it's my turn. Why? What? It's not turn. What's going on, bro? I swear, dude, you can tell Pokemon fans that only play Pokemon from a mile away.
Yeah. And I don't know, call me old fashioned, but I'm good with 8 badges and the Elite 4. I've always been good with that. I don't mind when people were calling it stale back when Black and White came out. I remember those days. And they would just say, "Oh, it's the same thing over and over. 8 badges, Elite 4, blah blah blah." And I was just like, "I don't care. Just give me that. Give me more of that. I can take that."
I liked when Gen 7 came around. I thought it was a good mix up, because you were at least doing a bit more than just walking up, getting the badge, and leaving.
Agreed.
That was Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sun and Moon was a good one. I enjoyed that one. We got Super.
We got a super chat from Blue Blaze 25 saying, for the story, I kind of wish they sent us back in time to see Pokemon War in Kalos. That's another thing. I guess we headcanoned that the Legends games were all going to be prehistoric storytelling. But this one is 5 years after the events of X and Y, and they do a good job of kind of telling you about some of the characters and where they went.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was reading up on that.
No clue what happened to Clement and his sister, the electric gym leader from X and Y. Word is they got him, and we don't know what happened to him since. So that's a thing. Something else we could touch on. I can't remember. Did we already complain about Pokemon selling Day 1 DLC? Did we already?
No, we did not. No, we did not. We can pivot to that right now.
I still don't even know what that DLC is, funny enough.
Neither do we. I already bought it though.
See?
It's a season pass, isn't it?
Look, you know what I am? Look, I am literally...
Blake, you are part of the problem.
You are part of the problem.
Tied down right now. I deserve this. Getting hit with peanuts, bro. That's me. Look, I understand. But like I said, Pokemon has me in the most toxic relationship ever because they give good head. That's it. All right? I swear, I can't leave. I cannot leave. It's the most abusive relationship ever.
Does Pokemon look you in the eye while they do it? Do they caress you, caress your balls as they're doing it too? Is that what's going on?
No matter how many times I ask to slip a finger and they won't. But it's all right.
But
Blake,
yeah.
Pokemon does not give you good head. Let's keep it real. A better analogy would be Pokemon is that one bitch from high school, your high school sweetheart, and you just can't let her go. Okay. She just treats you. She's all comfortable, and she's good old faithful.
I was gonna say she's comfort food, but yeah.
Sure, that too.
So Pokemon Day 1 DLC, apparently we don't know what it is. We just know that it houses two
I know
exclusives.
it's not interesting. It's introducing new Mega Evolutions, which have already been data mined. So if you don't want to see those, do not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, careful. I think they're adding another 25. I think to the base game, which I think they already had 25 in. I want to say 25 new ones. But aside from that, we don't know. It's got Hoopa on it. It's called Mega Dimension. I'm just assuming it's going to be Hoopa messing around and you. I don't know, man. I just want to go outside. Hoopa, take me outside, please. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of the city.
I didn't know that. I thought that the Day 1 DLC was already available. I didn't know that it was just like you have an opportunity. You could pay for it now. And then when were you going to get it? When did they schedule to release it?
It's coming out on Pokemon Day, February 28th.
What the fuck? It's not even coming out this year? Wow.
Yeah.
How are we paying for Day 1 DLC that we're not going to get until like 6 months? What the fuck? What is this?
Why did they even call it Day 1 DLC?
What is this?
No, they
call it more like DLC you pay for. More like DLC you pay for Day 1, but don't get the DLC.
It's on the eShop. You can buy it now.
It was Pokemon fans that were calling it Day 1 DLC. Pokemon Company never called it that. It was just like they announced the expansion for the game before the game was out, and people got really mad at that because they were like, "This could have been in the game," but that's what everyone says for every DLC.
Absolutely could have been in the game.
Yeah. But the concept of DLC has never been about, oh, let's expand the content. The concept, it's just people are going to release the game and they're going to sell it back to you.
That's what it was.
Okay, you do get something, Shadow. You get an outfit. Okay?
Oh wow, we get an outfit.
These outfits. The outfits, though, man, these shits are ugly. They just have giant X's and giant Y's on them.
Wow, really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like a black suit with a letter.
Yeah, it's pretty shit. I won't lie to you.
That's insane, bro. They want you guys to come back in February. I bet they put something else out there. I bet they release another outfit for $10 in February for some reason.
Well, what's probably going to happen is they're going to open their Pokemon Day Direct. They're going to show you the DLC. They're going to say it's available now, and then they're going to say and they're going to show you like the teaser for Generation 10 because that's coming out next year.
Probably. Oh my god. So we're in agreement that that's not a good practice, right?
Day 1 DLC has never been a good practice because Day 1 DLC always comes off as you could have added this into the base game.
So Pokemon fans should not be abdicating for this, right? If somebody complains about this is not something they should be saying. We don't care. I love it so much. Give me more.
You have to consider. You have to consider the fact, Shadow. 99% of Pokemon fans are like Blake. They're in a toxic relationship that they can't get
in a
themselves.
chokehold. There is nothing that can get me out. All right.
Oh my god. See, I was like that too at a point, and then it's just I'll stick to the mainline games. I'll just stick to those. Sure.
Arceus was great though. I enjoyed Arceus. So I would say
it was a lot of fun. I think that there was a lot more talk around it because it was a lot more exploration, and that's just kind of more easy. It's more palatable to casual audiences. It's just, oh, look, there's a mountain over there. Go explore it. Whereas this game is like basically just, okay, soldiers were fighting. Like that's basically you're basically going to war in this game more or less.
Okay. What other things about Pokemon ZA?
Online is technically fun, although could use more modes.
I was about to say it's got one mode, just fight 3 other people. That's it. There's no way to do 1v1s.
Oh, really? Wow.
1v1s. Wow.
Yeah. But on the offhand, I do prefer doing free for alls for ranked because it's a lot more chaotic and it's a lot less up to chance because there's a lot more like strategy to it. And it's not just people being sweaty doing perfect parries and whatnot because it's just everything that's happening is happening so fast. So it's pretty easy to get wins online if you know what Pokemon to bring, how to be a scumbag. You know, I got my Greninja pretty easily, but that's neither here nor there.
So what's the thing with the online battles and that you have to do them in order to get certain megas?
So you need to reach. You start at rank Z when you're going to ranked, and you have to win fights and climb yourself up to rank K, and then you'll get the Mega Stone for the season. The current Mega in the rotation right now is Greninja. I'm not sure which one's next. It's either going to be Chestnut or Delphox. But basically, if you've bought the game now and you want to use any of those Megas, and you've already finished, you're going to finish the game before they come into rotation. That's the issue, because you can't get all three of them at once. It's a drip feed approach.
And do you guys agree with that? They're hiding megas behind online battles?
No, absolutely not. Like, to do it for Pokemon Champions, they're free to play Pokemon Showdown Battle Simulator on Switch. Fine. But why do I need to wait for seasons like Fortnite to add content that should have already been in the game?
I think that's essentially to force people to continue playing the game over extended periods.
Exactly. They want you to come back.
Yeah, that's
hey,
good.
man.
I mean, they tested it with Sword and Shield. So not Sword and Shield. What's the last one we played? Violet and Scarlet. They did kind of have that with the
with the raids, the Mightiest Mark. See, the issue is the Mightiest Mark was such a, like, no one gave a shit about it. So it was like when they started doing the shiny legendaries, everybody came back because they're like, oh, I got to get these. And then they decided to do the last two as GameStop codes, and I had to deal with grown ass men coming into my store and crying that we didn't have any. So, actual story, by the way.
Okay. All right. Anything else on Pokemon ZA? I think we spend a good amount of time on it.
No, I think that's pretty well it.
All right. I'm not complaining to get this game. I'm just done. Like I said in my video, I said I was playing it at my friend's house. I wasn't too impressed, and I was just like, you know what? I'd rather replay a Pokemon game. I'd rather replay Black and White 2, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or I'd rather just play a modded Pokemon game. Just to...
ROM hacks.
Yeah,
ROM hacks are always doing cool stuff. ROM hacks are always doing cool stuff.
But yeah. Okay, so Legends ZA, apparently I'm a grifter. Apparently talking about it. I don't know how that's possible. The person said that they were going to address me, but I don't think they ever did address me. Can't grift somebody who's been talking about this forever. I don't even know what the word grifter means anymore. Like I really don't. But it is what it is. Let's see. Let's move on. All right, so apparently, so who is this? Travis23. I did ignore. What did you say, Travis? What did you say? I don't know how to say your name, bro. I'm sorry. What did you say exactly that I'm grifting on? Shadow reaching that unk stats, bro. I'm definitely unk status, absolutely.
that boy needs his wheat thins and in bed by 9.
Let's go. Ooh, in bed by 9. That sounds great to me. Shit.
Hey, yo, that shit's peak.
Wow.
That sounds peak. Let's go.
I am with you on that, dude. Sleep is awesome, and everybody in the chat always hating on me because like, Blake, why are you going to bed already? It's the weekend. Oh well, I like to wake up at 7 a.m. Where are you at 7 a.m.? Oh, that's right. You're going to bed at 7 a.m. and you're going to waste your whole damn day sleeping.
Here's a question, right? How many hours do you guys need a night?
Like 6, maybe 8. 6 or 8. I'm
8 or higher. Usually between 8 to 9.
8 is the bare minimum. Ideally, and this is gonna sound crazy. Ideally, 12.
12? Nah, after like 9 hours straight, I get sleep paralysis. I can't go anymore.
I typically only get about 4 to 6 hours because I have insomnia.
Okay.
I'm with Bao. I'm like 5. After 5 hours, I'm awake. I just wake up.
The absolute minimum I can go for is like 7. If it's like 6 or lower, then I'm starting to crash by like the halfway point of the day.
Yeah. So let me adjust the chat real quick.
12 hours of sleep is jobless behavior. Oh no.
Let me see. You basically gave a hot take that everyone was making on the game. You didn't even get a copy. Well, wouldn't that defeat the purpose? If I actually got a copy of the game, wouldn't that be being hypocritical? I'm talking all this shit about the game, but I'm buying the game anyway. How much sense does that make?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that one.
Okay, but and to say that I'm making a video that everybody else is making, bro. as Blake would say, it's the talk of the town. Okay, it's what everybody's talking about.
Keep bringing this up, bro. It's dead. Why you gotta bring it up, bro?
It's the thing that like everybody's talking about. Like what? So if Exalia comes out next week, I can't talk about it. I can't say anything about it. If it ends up being terrible, I can't say nothing about it. I'm grifting if I say something about it. Like, come on, bro.
I understand what you're getting at, Shadow, but at the same time, I feel like there's more value in like playing it to get a feel for it, highlighting what you like, and then being more critical of the things you don't like, than just coming out and just saying you don't like it because of X. But I understand both sides of what you're saying.
I think not, because like you have games that have been out for years that like say sports games, for example, you kind of know what you're gonna get, and I think it is possible to make comments on the game from watching other people play it. I mean, when we consider just how much information you can get from live streams or from watching other people's reviews and all this sort of stuff, and I'm just talking
like a
to
Persona 5
friends
fan
who are playing it. Well, yeah, but essentially, yes. But Persona 5 is amazing. The point of the matter is that you can get a lot of information and make an opinion based on that information. Now, obviously, nothing beats actually having the game and trying it out, but if the point of the video is that you shouldn't buy this game and not support this aspect of Pokemon being so subpar, then the idea of him picking up a copy kind of defeats the purpose, because he is adding to the percentage of people buying this game, which is giving Nintendo the thumbs up to keep delivering on this crap. So I get the idea. I just don't think it will work in the long run, because again, it's a toxic relationship, just like Blake said, with a bunch of people who just will still buy it anyway. They don't care. It is what it is.
And again, there's also the casual audience too, of people that are just like, oh, I haven't played a Pokemon game in a few years. Oh, what's the newest one? Oh, okay, I'll get this one. Cool. And then they get into the game and they're like, wait a minute, why do I have to run?
Interesting. Apparently, it's a lazy take, and I since I haven't played it myself, well, we kind of addressed that. Yeah. Let's see. Shadow needs to become the president of Nintendo and save the Pokemon franchise. I don't think I got the time for that, even though I could probably do it. And I could easily do it.
The thing is, too, it's just that Nintendo only has so much say over the Pokemon company, because remember, it's still creatures that still own the IP and blah blah. It's a sticky. Okay. It's a hey, look, they are an indie company, bro. You gotta throw Game Freak a bone.
It's split between three. I think Nintendo owns a portion, Creatures owns a portion, and I think Game Freak owns a portion. So I think it's three of them own it. And I don't know if it's like I can't remember the split.
It's a weird. I think like if Pokemon ever wanted to become a third party somehow, Nintendo would have to like sell its ownership of it, but that's just not going to happen. Nintendo would rather just nuke the planet than never let that happen. So
the chat going on. Destiny, when a Riser fan speaks, everyone sits down and listen.
I guessing that's cute. I was laughing, bro.
That was cute. Big Riser fan, but didn't play any of her games. But okay. TLDR.
I played all the Riser games.
You finished all the Riser games?
I didn't finish the last one.
You finished his games?
You made me sick. You made
bloody hell. We're not getting back into this. We're not getting back into this. We have a new topic. Let's move on.
Hold on. Let me address some of the chat. Let me chat a little bit. Jan Brothel, TLDR, don't buy Pokemon games. I agree with that to an extent. Let's see. Again, Traps 23. Here's the thing. I was hating ZA2 until I actually played it. I was ready to return it and say it was terrible, but I was proven wrong. Hey, it is what it is. I'm glad you're enjoying it, bro. You enjoying the game. You enjoy the game. But there are just some things. There's just no excuse. Day one DLC, for example. How is a game coming out right now? Still looks like a Switch 1 game. Hey, man. And you could still have fun with it. It's fine. It's cool. Buy Xenoblade instead of Pokemon to show love to a franchise its creators actually deliver lure and passion. Absolutely, 1000%. Acebreaker, Creatures, Game Freak, and Nintendo own a third. The Pokemon company doesn't really control the dev side. Okay, that's fair enough. But I think they have even though they only own a third, if they want them to do something, they're probably are more likely gonna listen. All right. Oh yeah, what about Power World? Speaking of Pokemon, Blue Blaze got to catch up on Power World. Anybody likes Power World? Isn't Pokemon trying to sue them or something like that to make sure they can't do shit? I don't know.
Pokemon's trying to do literally every. You ever see that meme of like the kid sitting there with a smile on his face and the guy behind him like with blood vessels popping out of him, bro? Like that's Pokemon right now with Power World. Yeah, because every single time they try to check them on something, it just never goes through.
All right.
Like I don't know how Power World is like. This is like Goku and Vegeta right now. Like you can't even see them fighting, bro. It's just too, like they're going blow for blow with Nintendo in court right now, and they keep winning. So it's funny.
All right, let's move on. Let's go on to we got a couple of things about Tales coming soon. Major updates. So, well, first off, not apparently, but Tales of Xillia is releasing very soon. The remaster is coming out. Is anyone inclined to play that? Is anybody going to drop everything and go play that?
Yeah, I could see myself playing Xillia 2 because I originally picked up Xillia 2 is one of the, I guess, the Tales games that I've not really jumped into, but I purchased it on, I think, PlayStation 3 just before the PS4 came out. And so it was just one of those games that I owned but never really put in the time into. And it's still on my account, but I can't use it because no backwards compatibility on PS4 and PS5. So I could see myself picking this up for the Steam Deck and playing it on that. Visually, it does not look really updated, but I will still survive. Nope. It's still there. And I've been wanting this for a while, so I'm happy with this.
Yeah, that's the thing about these remasters. Unless they look like a certain style. Like Graces, I thought looked pretty good. But Xillia definitely... I don't know. It kind of looks dated in comparison. I don't know. Maybe.
Hold on. I have a question. Is this Tales of Arise gameplay?
Yeah, it's Tales of Arise.
Okay, I saw this and I had no clue what I was looking at. Okay, that's interesting. I thought it was Ninja Gaiden 4 with the way he was moving, but I saw other characters, so I was like, Shadow doesn't play Ninja Gaiden.
Nah, not anymore.
Personally, I will probably not be picking up Xillia 1. For simple fact, the game for me has always just been okay. It was rushed as all hell, and that's very apparent when you go back to it. Xillia 2, though, I will probably replay that. Like, I'll probably just skip the remaster 1 and go straight to 2. Because that game I love. They had their time to do what they want to, and it's very apparent.
Wait, question, Shadow, sorry, I'm looking at the gameplay. Is this DLC that I just never picked up? Or
it's probably a mod knowing him.
I've seen...
Yeah, depending on what you're looking at or talking about, I don't know if this is the DLC I'm playing or the characters. I know the character has an outfit on that's a mod, but and what's her name? That's a mod also.
So it's like the big boobie dude all over again.
I'm just seeing the cheeks from behind, and I'm just thinking, I can't remember her having that much cake. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, if it looked like cheeks was on screen, it's probably a mod.
Okay, noted.
All right, so yeah, for Xillia, I'm really happy that this remaster is coming out. I did play Graces earlier in the year, which I almost forgot that came out this year. Really enjoyed that. Played it like I was playing a Noob Game Plus, so I'm probably gonna do the same thing with Xillia and just have fun with it, not really caring about the difficulty. Yeah, Xillia 1 was from what I can recall, I don't recall that much about it. I thought it was a good game. Not the best Tales game out there, but it wasn't like a Rise where I came out of it having a bad taste in my mouth. I will say that Xillia 2 is better, so I'm definitely looking forward to that a little bit more. I think I played as Jude in Xillia 1, so I think I'm going to use Mila, I forgot her name, how to say her name, in this playthrough. But I will be playing probably 2 games side by side, or at least trying to prioritize getting Trail Sky remake out the way before I jump into this remaster.
Honestly, I feel like Xillia 1 for me is where the cracks started to show for the series. Like, it wasn't bad, but there was a lot of questionable issues with the game. I noticed from the day I got it. But it wasn't a bad game. It's just questionable things that have kind of persisted to this point where we're at now.
Do you remember what some of those questionable things could be, or it just fell off?
One, the DLC practices. This was kind of the start of Bandai Scamco. $5 for a damn costume. When they used to be attainable in game.
Ah, yes. I remember those.
Which was jarring at the time. Another thing, so if you play the game co-op, the game system where you have a partner linked to them. when you do those little attacks, it kind of takes control away from player 2 and just automates them, which was weird. They had another thing. Oh, this was the first game to do that annoying thing where if you combo a boss too much, they automatically break out of it, and that shit was annoying.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Oh, you mean that's what I call the fuck off system?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. I don't
So,
like that.
so wait, what do you guys think should be done about that? Like, you're cheesing the boss, or like, you're getting off a combo because you've built your skill up. You've learned how to combo like crazy, but the boss just says fuck off.
Shadow, there was a game that in the Tales of franchise that had already this. It is called Tales of Hearts R on the PlayStation
strongest defender.
Strongest defender.
Only defender from what I hear.
On Tales of Hearts R on the PlayStation Vita, there was a fuck off system that not just the bosses had, all of the enemies had. And the reason they had this is because they had a great response to it. It was called the fuck your fuck off system, where basically if you hit the block button right when they do their fuck off attack and it connects, you will do a counter to their counter attack and continue your combo. It was extremely satisfying to pull off, and it never got old, all the way to the final dungeon.
I'm gonna have to agree with Rico on that. Tales of Hearts R is easily, I'd say, probably top 2 Tales games for me. Tales of
what?
And
top 2.
That is, I mean,
you need to understand that gameplay.
Easily,
its gameplay is underappreciated.
I think that was probably one of.
It was one of the few games I remember reaching to the final dungeon and be like, I actually don't want this game to be over. It's so fun.
Yep. I wanted a part 2. I wanted a Hearts 2, and they didn't give it to me, and I was pissed. So I'm just saying, it was Tales of Hearts R was. Well, not Tales of Hearts. You know what it is.
I personally think you guys were just burnt out of Tales of by the time that game came out, and you just can't appreciate it.
It's just inferior to the original Hearts in pretty much every way.
Exactly.
Except for maybe the battle system, which
which Tales of is basically all about. Yeah.
I enjoyed it on the Vita. It's a place where I didn't play any original Hearts. I just played on the Vita.
See, I disagree heavily with that take, Riku. That's a new age take.
Okay.
Symphonia, Abyss, Rebirth, all these games were about the story, the characters, and the gameplay. That wasn't really until like the PS3 era where we ditched story to the side.
Before we go
majority
on,
of the Tales of games I played, a lot of the playable characters aren't that fun to use. All of them are fun and Hearts are.
Before we keep going, we got a super chat.
Super chat from Ricardo Bellamont is with the $5 super chat saying, "Oh, we never miss our target, especially the ladies." Hashtag Alvin the Rowan. Alvin and
Rowan from Exilia.
Yeah.
Was that like a victory quote from Exilia? Because if it was, we kind of like miss out on those in the rides. We don't get victory quotes anymore.
Yeah.
Looking cool, Joker. Looking
also,
cool,
for
Joker.
anyone playing this for the first time, play Jude's route. There's a very essential scene you don't get on Mila's route. It's probably the best scene in the game, too.
But thank you for that super chat, man. But like, yeah, we definitely missing out on victory quotes going forward. That's what I kind of hate about battles that don't transition into like an arena based thing. And even if they do, they just
there's no reason to get rid of that.
Yeah,
just disgusting.
Yeah. They could have just say it as the battle ends as they're walking off or something.
Didn't Trails also do that with Daybreak? They don't have the post battle
unless it's like a major battle or something like that.
First chapter remake found a way to implement them back in.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
All right. So also with Tales, we got the announcement that Exilia 2 is definitely in the works, so that's more than likely going to be the next remaster. And I believe they're working diligently on the next mainline Tales game. It's I don't know if it's a concept or they're working on it, but it's very, very far from being released. So they're just please understand as they continue to make Tales games. I think we got something else on it. We also learned that 70% of the Tales sales come from overseas and not in Japan.
This I want to talk about. That's a shock to me.
Go ahead, Bob.
Because I don't know if you were around back then, but the localization of the Tales series was up in the air until like the PS3, if not PS4 era.
Talk to him.
Yep.
Because I played Exilia 1 in Japanese, like imported, because we didn't know if the game was coming or not.
Yep.
It
So the
was like
fact that all these
even
sales are overseas is kind of wild to me.
It's kind of crazy because I
Even
do
like
remember
in a
that
sense-
time when I celebrated that Tales of Graces F was coming because we weren't even sure if Graces would ever come release. So it's
Yeah, remember, we
interesting
never
how-
got the original version of Graces.
No,
here.
we didn't. No,
To
we got
this
the
day.
F. Yeah, we got F. We got the final version or whatever it's called.
I don't
But-
think we've ever gotten even Innocence, for example. That's never been
Nope.
released in the
Nope,
West.
that's never been
Not
released.
officially, nope. Rebirth, Destiny 2,
Yo.
the Destiny remake, director's cut,
So what are we thinking?
Tempest, even though no one cares.
Why is it this way? Why is it certainly gone in favor to overseas in the West sales rather than in Japan?
Well, I think one, there's the fact that console gaming is just pretty much dead in Japan unless you're on the Switch. And Symphonia, Arise, pretty much anything that's Symphonia and everything from like the new era has probably done gangbuster numbers to really bump that up over here. So remember, people adore Arise over here, despite the fact
Yeah, they do.
like longtime fans have issues with it.
Yes, we do. But
It was a lot of people's first Tales game. Berseria as well. A lot of people love that here too.
Good to hear that. Berseria is amazing. But
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people lately saying that Berseria is now their number one. I'm like, that's a new take, but it's starting to.
It has a very
rise
strong,
more.
there's very strong characters that help it. I personally didn't like the gameplay much, but if it wasn't for that, it would have been probably a top, probably 6,
Really,
7 Tales game.
I hear a lot of people say that too. That they think that that also has some of the strongest gameplay in this series as well.
It was just different. It's not bad. It's just I was not feeling it. It's like every button is its own like combo thing. It's just weird to me.
I feel like Berseria is like people don't realize something was really good until time passed. Like I feel like Berseria was not given its due when it came out, and then like all of a sudden, like Riku said, people are just saying it's one of their favorites, and I'm just like, it's always been that way.
Revisionist history.
I remember positive things talked about Berseria, but I think that was mainly because it was following up of Zestiria. In regards to the the amount of praise I hear now, like people saying it's a top tier, like it's like their number 1, number 2, or number 3. I wasn't hearing that back when it first came out. I just heard this is a step in the right direction at was Zestiria basically destroyed the series. Or didn't Lady Public say she was about to give up on the entire franchise after Zestiria?
That was me.
I think that was both of you. Both of you. Well, I vividly remember her saying, "I'm not playing any more Tales of games," until Berseria came out and someone like bought it for her.
Interesting.
Yep. So Hysteria made me. I guess it was one of the few games I ever played in my life where I just shut off, tossed the disc. I was like, "This is an affront to everything I love about this series." Like it really made me upset. So yeah, my mindset was, if this next game isn't anything good, I'm done with the series. So I can relate.
So basically, it was a trail situation for you.
Arguably worse because I've never been passionate about trails. Tales I'm very passionate about. That's a different kind of pain. Wait, to watch something you love just be terrible.
Okay.
It was like me and Dynasty Warriors after 9. I was like, bro, I'm ready to just like change my name. I'm no longer Riku-san. I can't do this anymore.
And while we're still talking about Tales, I think there was a report like a while ago that I don't know if we even talked about this, but it was like Arise wasn't supposed to be a Tales game or something like that. Like it didn't start out as supposed to be a Tales game. And
I
then
do
it got
remember hearing
transformed
that.
into
I vaguely remember this. I don't remember the
remember
details though.
Which kind of makes sense for me personally. It made sense because I was speculating when they first showed the trailer to Arise, that it didn't look like a typical Tales game, and it was like, how is this a Tales game? This can't be a Tales game, but it was. Yeah.
I just remember people thinking we were going to have one playable character for some reason back then. I just never understood.
That's true. I did. I think
they thought it was going to go just straight to a character action.
Yeah, like straight up, like almost borderline a Devil May Cry.
Like Devil May Cry.
If we ever do that, I am not buying it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, like Final Fantasy 16 did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like Final Fantasy 16, and God,
Just
knows I
remind
don't
me
want
to
that.
go back and play.
To be fair, we've had that
DLC.
before. 16. To be fair.
Wait, which one was that?
15. The original version of 15 was just
Oh, yeah,
not
I didn't
this.
play
It wasn't
15,
until
so-
later editions they added his
A
farming
royal
system.
edition.
Right? Yeah, that's true. But
What is even the
went
best way
full
to
on.
play 15 these days? Is it the Windows version or whatever?
What I've heard,
Probably
yeah.
is.
Yeah, and just use a whole bunch.
I
of
remember
mods.
seeing Shadow. I remember that boy had Mithra in his party, had 2B
Hell
in his
yeah.
party. I was like, what's going on over there?
That's what I love about PC. You can do some crazy stuff. Oh man. But all right. So any lasting thoughts on Tales? We're still strong with Tales. We still like Tales. We still can't wait for the next title. Mainline title at least.
Arise has some questionable choices, but I am still optimistic about the future of the series.
Okay. But
Will not be playing Zillia 1, but I will be playing Zillia 2, and hopefully we get that Abyss remaster.
we need that best remaster. I don't know if I want a remaster. I want a remake. I think that game looks dated now.
A remake, yeah.
It needs a
Yeah,
remake.
remake for that one as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll play the
I
remaster.
don't disagree
no
with
doubt.
that, but I'd be fine with that as long as you don't mess with the field of photon system. If you mess with that, it's not Abyss anymore.
That's true. That's one of its best gimmicks when it comes to its battle system. Oh man, that battle with Luke and Ash. Oh man, that was such a
Top 5 RPG fights.
that was oh my god, that was meaning of birth playing in the background. That was so good. All right.
Shadow, I need you to make a poll in the Twitch chat for me.
Well, what do we got? What's the poll? What do we got?
I need you to say, is Emma from Pokemon Legends ZA, does she have a fat ass? Yes or no?
My God.
I need you to, because Shadow, this is for research purposes. Chat. We all know Emma. We all know Emma. Chat. Would you guys in chat say she in fact has a fat ass?
All right, let me.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put this poll out there, chat. I'm gonna trust you to do the right thing on this one, chat. All right, I'm gonna
Purely for research purposes.
Purely
Why
research
does it sound like Blake is treading on my territory? You know, he's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey man, you didn't play the game. You didn't see the cheeks.
Isn't that your whole thing too, Q? Like, what's going on there, sir?
Hey, I've been looking at the chat. You know, I've been looking at the chat. I've seen the post that I think Bob posted in the group chat. I've seen it. I've seen what's going on with her. I just haven't commented, but I've appreciated them.
So, chat, Blake wants to bring this up. If you pull your attention to
bring this up.
if you pull your attention to the
Blake's
screen
bringing it
right
up.
now, we see a character on screen. I don't know if that's big enough. I'll try to put it bigger. Do we think that this character has a very functional derriere? I don't think so, but I'm gonna leave it to you,
I
chat.
think it's quite pleasant. I think
Is
it's
it,
quite
though?
pleasant. It is.
Like I said, like we've said in the past, Pokemon, you need to compare Pokemon to things in a vacuum. Because Pokemon is always doing its own thing and they're always in their own world. Compared to other Pokemon models, I think the shape is very nice.
This is the
Now,
podcast.
when I say it's
people.
when I say it's fat, I don't know.
It's got a
I
perfect amount of
like
fluid.
looking at it, but like I said, I would smack it as it walked by. But I
Would
don't know
you
if I would
really?
say
I would just be like, oh, okay, that's a nice.
I don't know, man. It looks like it fits in the palm of my hand very well. I'm just saying.
I feel like it would fit in anybody's hand real well. It's just there's not much there.
I feel like this is similar to when I remember I remember I had this conversation about there was characters in Xenoblade 3 that people were saying had a fat ass, and I was like, none of these girls in this game have fat asses. It's either Xenoblade 3 or Xenoblade 1. Maybe it was Fiora.
I remember everyone was going crazy about what's her name, Ethel, whatever, the white haired twin blade girl. I never saw that. I never cared for her.
Yeah.
And me and Blake, we were discussing it in our podcast chat, but I was bringing up Olivia from Sun and Moon. She had a nice ass.
I tell you, it's
That
the
was
way
nice.
she walks, and the pose is kind of crazy. I'm just saying.
But this kind of goes back to the fact that Pokemon fans think that this is something. Like, where's y'all standards? What's going on here? Why is your standards so low? If y'all think this is a fat ass, I don't.
When they haven't had a fat
standards.
ass, when something is just a little bit bigger than what they're used to, they flip out. Okay, just let them have this. Is it a fat ass? No. Is it a nice ass to look at? Yes.
I think you could probably describe it as baby's first fat ass. I don't know.
It is a nicely sculptured butt. Okay, but it is not fat.
Yeah,
Fat is like Toa.
Oh yeah, Toa, Daybreak. I said Tifa has a better ass than this, even though Tifa's thing is her boobs. Stella Blade, Eve, that was definitely can constitute as a fat one, but
okay, yeah. I mean, look, if the ass is nice enough to upset the community, then yeah, you know it's a good one.
I think generally speaking, it is a vacuum, and we can't compare this to other games. We can't compare this to other stuff.
So it has to be compared within Pokemon.
Within Pokemon, this is quality. I'm just saying
top 5. I'm just saying that Emma's ass is in the top 5 Pokemon asses in the games. I'm just saying Emma's in there. All the games in there.
Of all the games, yeah, definitely. I can. What about that? Make my top tier.
What about
I
that?
I know you're not about to talk about the DS or Game Boy games, brother. These are sprites.
I was about to. What about the what's that girl name from Team Aqua
from Gen 4? Oh, Team Aqua. Shelly?
I think that's her name. I don't know. I think she's dark skinned. Black.
Well, she is in the remakes.
Oh, what about what's her name? The flying trainer in black and white.
Skyla, yes, Skyla's also in there. Again, remember in the Pokemon leaks, her code name was Big Breasted Latina or something like that.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
They were making Skyla for a very specific set of people.
Wow, sounds like me. But yeah, either I think Elsa probably has a better bum than this. I don't know.
Who?
They took time to
from Gen 5.
Yeah,
from the Electric Gym Leader.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is it Elsa? What's her name?
I forgot. Elisa or something like that. What about the old dragon trainer in X and Y? Oh,
Dresna? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. Bro, you're gonna make me nauseous, brother. Absolutely not. Sure. Some people will go for hot milf on Dresna. I am not one of them.
Whoever was designing this particular character when they were working on it, they knew what they were doing because they've put her in cheek spreaders. Like if they didn't want you to focus on that, they would have just designed it with some of those tights that just don't spread the cheeks individually. This one does. So whoever did this knew what they were doing. They knew it, and they did it anyway.
Oh, somebody in the chat said, what's her name?
Wick?
Wick from Sunday Moon?
Thick Wick, dude. Y'all remember Thick Wick?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I remember people saying Wiki can get the diggy.
Oh my god.
I heard Shofu came up with that term. Shofu was leading the charge in this race, brother.
Oh my god. What about Cynthia? Does Cynthia have a nice one or nah?
So Cynthia wears too much clothing to really tell.
Right,
Cynthia has a lot of clothing on.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So
can I take a moment to say y'all have to play Digimon. The scene I'm viewing right now is holy shit, this is crazy.
This man had to take a
Is this a new Digimon game?
Must be amazing.
This is a new one, right, Val?
Yep.
Game of the year, Bao?
Is it?
If it wasn't for Expedition 33, it would be my game of the year.
Expedition 33 came out this year?
This scene kind of
feels like it came out last year. It almost feels like it came out last year. I can't believe that. Wow. What was this year? Wow.
Anyway,
for those asking in the chat, you'll know what scene I'm talking about when you see it. No, it's not Venusmon.
Dude, Triple S showed me Venusmon last night, bro. That kid was going crazy.
All right, so the chat did a good job. They voted no. Thank God. You know the chat is cool. You guys are real ones. All right.
Shadow made like 5 accounts and did the voting himself. He was wrong.
Oh my god. But real quick about Digimon. One of the things I gotta learn about Digimon, because people were showing me all the Digimon that the really good looking ones, is that I gotta stop thinking of them as like Pokemon and animals. I gotta start thinking of them as like demons from Shin Megami Tensei. That's more like
fuckable?
I guess
that's the way to go about
Why
it.
is that, Shadow?
I'm just saying they're not animals. That's why they're not really animals anymore. They're not really Pokemon anymore. They look like regular people now. All right.
Them dirty toad shadows.
There's no rules against the Digimon, Batman.
Hold on, let me quickly look up this Venusmon real quick. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me see what's going on here.
I was about the South Park all over his computer.
He has a significant story role in this game.
And she got oh my god. What is wrong with
Bro,
you?
it's like lots of
Shadow?
words.
What's
I'm
the name
assuming
of
you've
it, Shadow?
seen
Let me
BL
just-
Starmon.
No, I have not.
Let me just
Look up BL Starmon. That might convince you to spend full price on this.
I don't know how to spell that. How do you spell
Starmon.
this?
Like Beelzebub, but BL Star.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is, automatically. Okay, he looks cool.
No, you looked up Beelzemon, right? That's
Yeah.
different. BL Star is what you're
BL
looking up.
Star.
BL Starmon.
Oh, okay, there it is.
BL
Okay.
Starmon. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Is this the one? Does it have a blue mask?
Yes.
Yep.
Or am I looking at the wrong? Oh, okay. That's
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah, see, this is why I gotta look at them as demons. There's no way these are like Pokemon animals. These are a little more like Shin Megami
They're not.
Tensei demons.
These are quality waifus, so it's all right.
All right.
It's alright for what? Go on, say it. No, you don't get to get away with that. They're good enough for
They're
what?
all right. They're all right to waifu. You know, they're top tier.
I mean, this would make more sense for what you're thinking of, Riku, than freaking Lopunny, God of War,
Yeah,
apparently
Let's
Vaporeon.
get back.
What
in the
about
corner.
Jinx? Hmm?
Oh my god.
and he's adding to the list.
She's right there, Gen 1. It's been in your face the whole time. Look at those lips.
Oh my god. No. We got a super chat.
Got another super chat from Ricardo Bellamont saying, some made Devimon for the culture. I made Ice Devimon to stop, collaborate, and listen. We are not the same.
That's
Not
an
Ace,
old school
Ace,
reference.
not Ace with the Lunamon, bro.
I got the reference, Ricardo.
Devimon looks normal. That looks like a normal Pokemon. Am I looking at the wrong one again?
No, he's just talking about Devimon.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the way this guy looks.
There is a lady Devimon though.
Oh my god. Let me look this up real quick.
Who fuses with Angelwomon.
I ain't know Digimon confused. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing.
Lord, they do the fusion dance, or is this Patara?
I guess closer to Patara, although they can change back.
All right. Let's move on from Tails. Let's talk about Halo real quick. I know we're a JRPG podcast, but I think this is pretty big for gaming, and this is pretty
Time
big
for the cucking.
for everything else. So let's talk about how Halo had the outright audacity to go to PlayStation. This is a big deal for me, man. I used to love Halo back in the Disney. I didn't love Halo. I just, it was part of the console war back then. And me and my friend, we played through Halo 1 and 2.
Friends?
Yeah, I had friends, surprisingly, But yeah, we played through Halo 1 and 2. It was pretty awesome. But I never would have thought, like, the day that I actually see Halo on PlayStation is coming. And Riku, I think you got some feedback or whatever going on with your mic.
Sorry.
Honestly, this just makes me sad. Like, it's cool, but it just makes me sad to see Xbox get to this point when they were on top of the game in the 360 era.
Exactly. Yeah. Back then they were they were number one. You had Halo, you had Gears, you had the Xbox Arcade. The Xbox just had it all. And I think Phil Spencer, I think it was Phil Spencer, I'm not sure. Forgive me if I'm wrong, chat. They said in the quote that he said, if we lose our way with Halo, we've lost our way with Xbox. And I feel like Xbox.
That was him.
I feel like Halo going to Xbox, you completely lost your way. This was unprecedented. If you told me 10 years ago even that Halo would be on PlayStation, I would have called you insane. How could this actually happen?
You sound like me back in 2001 when Sonic Adventure.
I was about to say you should put up another poll just for interactivity in the chat to see if people think that Sonic on GameCube was more of a culture shock than Halo on PS5. I think most of the people nowadays kind of
I personally think it's equal.
I don't think it's that equal.
I think the thing with Halo jump into.
Well, the thing about
I won't
that
say
is
it's equal for the simple fact we saw this coming with the Xbox for years. It's been a slow process.
We did not see that coming with
we saw the signs.
Sonic.
We didn't?
You have to consider with Xbox.
Not back
No,
then.
Sega. That was when the Dreamcast. the Dreamcast caught fire basically. Like it died. It was dead on arrival. So Sega was, because that was at the point when Sega was about to get out of the console race too. It was huge for people that had like Mega Drives and Genesis back in the day.
I feel like Sega was on their way out, and they was just like Sonic was just free to go anywhere else.
But that's the thing. Back then, it wasn't free to go anywhere else. They would just die back then.
Yeah,
wouldn't even like Atari, all of those things. If you got out of the console, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
And Sega kind of split up some of its IPs too, kind of like like divorcing and like splitting the children, because like Jet Set went to Xbox, Sonic was on GameCube. What did PlayStation get? What did they get?
They
Shenmue?
eventually got Sonic as well with Sonic Heroes. Didn't take long, but
yeah, but I think Shenmue was the breakout or the Sega IP that they had gotten on PS2. I can't remember.
You said Shinobi.
Shinobi. Shinobi. Okay.
And Soccer Wars. That's true. I don't know, but yeah, this whole Halo thing it's like I said, as a PlayStation fan, I'm not here happy about this because I care about competition. And I just want my PlayStation games and for them to compete to be the best that they can. But if all I'm getting from PlayStation is, hey, we're not getting you PlayStation games anymore. We don't feel like making them, but you can play Halo, Gears, and Forza now. Like, no, I don't want these games. If I wanted to play these games, I would have gotten an Xbox. So even as a PlayStation guy, I am alongside these Xbox guys. I am not happy with this.
The system sellers are basically a thing of the past.
I was about to say, besides Nintendo, console exclusives are kind of dead now.
So can we say with this move that this console war is pretty much over and done with?
It's been done a while now. I mean, even if you consider for the Xbox Series X and S, they haven't sold well as consoles in comparison to the PlayStation. I think is it like 3-1 or something or more? I think the sales. So it's the PlayStation has majorly outsold the Xbox Series.
Funny enough,
I think.
I just remember they themselves have kind of said this actually, because what was the quote? It was like, "Oh, we're not competing with PlayStation. We're competing with like Netflix and blah blah blah."
So stupid.
Yeah, they're trying to be
more or less
said
themselves.
It was a dumb nothing burger.
I think what Xbox is trying to do is they're trying to get ahead of the curve. They're thinking, hey, if we become this Netflix, as Val put it, of gaming, we will be ahead of where PlayStation will be trying to catch up to us again. I think they've just got to a point where they're like, we're not going to win this competition of consoles. We have to do something else. And quite frankly, for me, I get where Riku's coming from in the sense that look, competition breeds better games. But I think if we think of it from the perspective of like, PlayStation is competing with PC and let's say, for example, Switch to a certain extent. I think then at that point, we still have a bit of competition in the market, because then if people are making a choice between buying a Steam Deck or building a PC and buying a PlayStation, then hey, that's doing something at the end of the day to convince them to play, and that's cool.
For me, they broke the cycle. Back in the day, if you couldn't get your shit together, you got the fuck up out of here. But if you could get your shit together, then there was only one option for you to do: make better games. Okay, and Xbox didn't want to do that. They were like, we're gonna make this games as a service. We're gonna do all of this. It's like worse than being a sore loser. Instead of like getting good, they decided to like try to switch the rules of the game.
Yep.
Because it's like they figured out, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what we do. We just can't be Nintendo and PlayStation at this. And here's the thing. They were at one point, like you guys said, the Xbox 360 was at the top at one point. So they were doing it. Okay, they were doing it. It's not like it's impossible. You were doing it, right? It's just when PlayStation really really started to compete, and when the Wii was out of the door, and Nintendo started to do their shit. When the going got tough, they were like, man, we don't want to do this no more. No, fuck y'all niggas. Nope, I don't want to hear it. They're worse than sore losers. This is bad for the entire gaming industry moving forward, because now with them not competing, Nintendo, sure, you could say Nintendo is the one that's actually doing their own thing, But they're still doing the whole exclusive thing. So they're still playing by the old rules of, if you want to fucking play Pokemon and the Marios and your Zeldas, you get a fucking Nintendo. And we're gonna keep it outside of Pokemon. We're gonna keep the quality of our franchises as best as they can, so that you want to fucking play our platform. And PlayStation Loki is not really doing that anymore, because since PlayStation's inception, they've always been a reactionary company. They've always like seen what other companies are doing, and kind of like do it as well, but kind of in their own way, but still similar. And they're copying. They're seeing what Xbox is doing as well, and that Loki has ruined exclusives for PlayStation as well. I
When
just
you said
don't
it's
think this
ruined
was.
exclusives to PlayStation, what do you mean it's ruined exclusives to PlayStation?
They have no reason to make them anymore because they have a monopoly.
They don't have any reason to really make them anymore. And then if they do, it's going to PC and all this other shit. And there's no,
But they're still
like
making
you guys
money
said,
to
there's
make
no
more
reason to get
exclusives.
a PlayStation, and that kind of ruins their whole incentive to make better games.
But here's the thing: if we take the hardware out of the equation, right? Like let's say we don't think of the hardware as this sacred thing that we need to have very specific hardware to run games, right? Just thinking about the PS5, for example, there's barely been anything that came off of the PS5 that was like, oh my god, this is generation breaking kind of thing. But if we take the hardware out of the equation and we just think about the games, and we just think, hey, great games, and we think of them as publishers, not as platform owners and so forth. If playing God of War on the PlayStation 5 and playing it on the PC, for me, there's no big difference. I enjoyed the game on both platforms, essentially, at the end of the day. And I think as long as they keep making those types of games, as long as PlayStation keeps making your Uncharted and your God of Wars and those sorts of stuff, and
Yeah,
if Xbox keeps
hold
making
up.
Halo,
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. When is the last time we got one of those games again?
what, a PlayStation exclusive?
Yeah, something on that caliber.
I don't know.
My point
I
exactly.
can't. You know what? Probably right. What was the last PlayStation exclusive? Let me Google that.
The fact that you can't even say it off the top of your head.
Yeah,
Back in
we
the
should
day,
be able to
I
name
could,
like 3 or 5.
back in the day, I could give you like a 5 off the top of my head in that 1 year. The fact
Yeah.
that you have to go be like, oh, I don't really see, that's the issue right there.
Somebody in chat said
You
Ghost
said
of Yote.
Yote. Yeah, but it's like
Oh,
Yote
yeah,
kind of
that's
came and
not.
went.
I did not get excited for Yote,
Do we
but
know the
you know
Nobody
sales for
cares.
Yote?
Nobody really cares for Yote.
I'm not sure if it actually even came out yet.
I think it is out.
Yeah, people have been playing it. It's been out.
No, I'm talking about the sales
Oh, you know
numbers.
what's good?
Oh, the sales numbers.
We get like
I'm getting that Wolverine game next as
we get
well.
one or
We're
maybe
getting that
2
Wolverine game.
PlayStation games that are even debatable, like on that caliber a year, and that's just sad.
Yeah. Like you guys have been saying, the console war has been quote unquote dead for a while, but I feel like this Halo going to PlayStation was like the last straw. Like it's officially done.
It was
Dunzo. Because like I think it was like a year or two ago when I think it was Redfall that came out, and they had to give a PR statement about why it was so terrible, and then that was when they also revealed that 3 Xbox exclusives was coming to PlayStation, and then they were like, "Oh, it's only these 3. It's only these 3," and people were saying, "Yeah, right now it's only these 3," but eventually, as time went on, the writing was on the wall that everything is coming, and there's still rumors and stuff that the Xbox is in development. The dev kits are already out. Apparently, the dev kits probably went up in price for developers and stuff like that. I still believe there's a chance that that whole generation can be canceled, but if the dev kits are out there, I guess sure. I don't see why
They can still
Xbox.
cancel it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see why Xbox would still want to be in the console space. Your whole plan is to be third party and to be a like we already said, like a Netflix of gaming, essentially. So I don't know why you still think having consoles out there is going to do you any good. Can somebody give me a benefit to how there's no exclusives? Your consoles aren't selling. Why would you come out with another console? I don't get that.
and
I
the
think
fact
they
that
could probably do
Netflix
the
only
thing.
the fact that Netflix only recently started to make a profit off of
That's
their
right.
service, and they've been in existence for this long. And I think it's fair to say that consuming movies and TV shows take far less time than consuming your average video game. It's just not something that I could see being feasible for games to be a service. It's good for the gamer, and that's if you're a gamer that doesn't have, that isn't like an adult, has a full-time job and shit to do. Because it's like, if you really want to get your money's worth out of Game Pass, the amount of games that you actually have to like complete on there, it's like, bro, you don't have to. Majority of people do not have the time for that.
So
like,
if you were
the
a
only
kid,
person that I can think of is like a
do
rich child,
Yeah.
or something, and not even rich because
Nah, not even rich.
I mean, because Game Pass,
You're a child, you
it's
can do
not
it.
that it's not that expensive. Well, I mean, it's getting more and more expensive.
It is expensive now. It's not. I think Ultimate
Yeah, those
is like
dollar
30
Game
quid
Pass
now.
days are over, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's over. It's
Yeah.
like $30 now for Game Pass. I think that's the price
Yeah,
now.
we talked about
for
that
a month.
last podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not even that it's cheap for someone to even dedicate their main money for that. I don't know, man.
So
Gaming is cooked.
I think
gaming is
I
done.
think in
Like when
response to
you
Shadow's-
don't have competition, it becomes very dangerous for the consumer.
We're already
It
seeing
does
that
become dangerous
with
for the
with
consumer,
decisions
but-
that PlayStation is doing.
I think in response to the question you asked, Shadow, about like why would Xbox still stay in the console space, I think if we look at, for example, like the Steam Deck and that ROG Ally X thing that Xbox put out, I could see them doing it that way. So putting out dev kits and having their own, I guess, alternative to a Steam machine that they can essentially maybe get some money from sales, a percentage or whatever have you, however they do it. I could see them doing something like that. Having
Yeah, it's like
platform
they're
that-
trying to be the combination of Sega and Steam.
something like that.
Going
Yeah.
third party, but also having a storefront on the side.
Yeah, I could see them doing something like that.
Interesting. Okay. But yeah, Halo going is just it's a huge deal.
There's if Microsoft is getting just kind of like moving out of like being a part of the big three, what company do you even think would
none
want to be that third one? Do you think it's just going to be Nintendo and PlayStation moving forward?
Yeah, I can't see another company
Steam.
even coming in.
No Amazon, no Apple.
No.
Oh, Amazon could do it.
I mean, PC is pretty much the third one at this point.
What, Steam? So Microsoft, so PlayStation, Nintendo, and Steam. That's the new big three.
I mean, maybe Apple gets into the game. Apple could do it.
I feel like Apple would abandon it as soon as it's just not making money, because like and Google as well, they abandon things so fast. Like it definitely can't be them. I don't think anybody's gonna come.
I mean, because Nintendo kind of already is the Apple of gaming, so I can't see Apple doing their Apple shit in gaming.
I don't see Apple doesn't even need to. Yeah.
Yeah, one, they don't need to, and two, the only reason Nintendo's really getting away with doing their Apple shit is because they're the oldest people here, so they have like the what's the word of name recognition of like the Marios and whatnot.
Yeah, they have the legacy IPs. Yeah. So
yeah, Apple can't just hop in here and try to do the bullshit that that they want to do.
You would need a cultural phenomenon on par with like GTA to think that you can come out with a console and expect to survive in this space without having any exclusives or your own game that really stands you out. I don't see a reason why any company would take that chance. I feel like this particular space of entertainment is saturated. I mean, I guess it's not impossible, but I just don't see why would any company would do it.
I got a phone call, so I had to step away. I assume we're just console wars dead, exclusives dead. This is bad.
For the most part.
We're talking about who could be the next member of the big three.
Dude, there
They were
was
saying Apple.
who was I'm trying to remember. There was someone that was rumored to be making a new console. It definitely wasn't Sega. Maybe it wasn't Atari. I feel like there was someone that was in the rumors recently that was going to be coming out with a new console. I think Google, honestly, if they tried a lot harder, they could have, but they literally just went, "We have a streaming service. Here's a little controller for your TV. Go wild." Like they didn't try.
That didn't work. Stadia, right?
Honestly, if you guys are saying Apple, if they can release like a little dedicated, I don't know, like a $300-$400 little thing, plug in through HDMI, has Apple Arcade on it.
Like this is the thing we were talking about when it comes to Apple. Apple is Apple. Apple likes to do a lot of bullshit that they think that people are just going to accept. And we were saying Nintendo kind of already is the Apple of gaming and doing shit that people just deal with. But that's because of the fact that they are Nintendo. They've been around the longest. They have the legacy titles like Mario and Zelda. They can get away with that shit. Apple really doesn't have any type of IP that we could see that they could do that and try to get away with that bullshit. If you're trying to get into the gaming industry with your first platform, you have and look back.
I was about to say
you have to kiss ass for a very long time to the gamer.
Riku, yeah, I was saying, look, bro, you're new here, bro. You gotta suck dick.
You have to kiss ass and
just like last night
for a very long time for the gamer to really respect you and be loyal to your platform. Like, look at the PS1, look at the Xbox, and then the 360. Like, you got to do a lot for the gamer for them to be on your side and not choose the other people. Apple ain't doing that shit. Apple ain't kissing nobody's ass but they own asshole. Okay, so that's a hard sell for Apple to want to do that.
Okay, all right. So that's Halo coming to PlayStation. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are in 2026. This game will be released on PlayStation. Insane.
Is anybody here actually getting it?
What, Halo?
Hell no. Halo on PlayStation.
Oh, dude. So this is only the campaign, which means there's no multiplayer trophies, which means a Halo Platinum is on the menu, boys.
Oh man.
Kind of the opposite reason for me. All I care about is the multiplayer. If Halo's coming to PlayStation.
You said it's going to be 8-player co-op now, or is that enticing to you?
No, isn't it 4-player? It's not 8-player. You said
sorry, 4-player campaign co-op. You said no or yes?
I mean, I played the campaign of Halo so many times that just doesn't do anything for me. It's the same thing.
I know someone that was never big on Halo. I was more of a Destiny guy, so like I said, if I wanted to play Halo, I would have.
I'm just excited to kind of see, because this isn't like Combat Evolved on 360 was like a remake remaster, but they didn't add anything new. It's just kind of the visuals. But this time they're adding the Needler to it. They're adding extra people to co-op, so there's more cool things.
See the Needler controversy?
There's controversy?
Oh, yeah,
there's a Needler controversy.
It's the fact that this Needler model is from the one in the future of Halo, but not the timeline of
continuity.
Halo 1. Oh, interesting. Okay.
They also said from a design standpoint, it's kind of redundant because the point of the Needler having its little crystals at the top, the amount of crystals on your Needler was visually there to showcase how much ammo you have left. But this new Needler's design has
looks like AI.
It has like a little LED. It has a little LED screen telling you how much ammo you have left. Like, bro, why you're basically telling me the same information twice? So people are mad about that.
Bro, imagine you go on ChatGPT, draw me a Needler, and it puts the ammo screen there with the needles on the top, too.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. That's literally what they do. And everyone's irked by that. Like, you guys have a point.
I love Halo, and I am someone that loves playing the campaigns endlessly. I have always just been more into playing co-op shooters than like PvP shooters. I still play them multiplayer with Halo from time to time, but I get way more enjoyment out of the campaign. So this was definitely built for me, and I've still got people like my brother. My little brother's never played through any of the Halo campaigns, so I'm excited to go through them with him. I also am hoping this kind of starts like a remake timeline for Microsoft if they, I don't know, keep making video games the next however many years, because I'd love to see a Halo 2 remake in this style, Halo 3 all the way up to Reach.
That. I think
you say absolutely, but remember, we got Halo Combat Evolved remake on 360, and then they just didn't do anything else after that.
Oh wait.
Halo 3 feels like the big one that people would buy up.
Blake, I have a response for that. Since the guy, I can't remember his name, the dude everyone's mad at that's wearing a PlayStation shirt when he was.
Oh yeah, that guy. I saw him. Yeah.
He ended his his little announcement saying that Halo will be on PlayStation moving forward. So I feel like that's like implied that they will be making a remake 2 and 3, and they intend on selling it heavily to PlayStation guys.
What's interesting
I feel like after this Resident Evil remake.
Collection.
After this Resident Evil 3 remake thing, I feel like companies are definitely more inclined.
Also,
to,
I mean, this is.
Did you mention Resident Evil 3 remake?
Okay,
I didn't. I said Resident Evil.
Shadow, I need to turn him
Evil.
down. I need to turn
Jesus
Shadow
Christ.
down. Oh no.
Did you play the original Resident Evil 3 remake?
This has nothing to do with the original Resident Evil right now. We're talking about remakes, okay? Shut up. Let's stick to the topic.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this isn't the best example, but I think for an example, Konami right now, in the last like 4 years, they've been doing a shitload of collections. We got Castlevania DS, Game Boy collection, we got the Metal Gear collection, because Konami's in this point, even like with Metal Gear Solid 3, where they're like, well, we don't know how to make a new Metal Gear game that's good, so if we just keep remaking old ones, people will enjoy them, right? So I can see Microsoft doing something like that right now, because Infinite, I don't know. Damn it! Shadow!
What you mean, sir?
Okay.
Sir, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how confident they are in making a new Halo. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just remake the old ones. I'm surprised Infinite wasn't the first one to come over, because I thought it would have been an easy port.
I'm gonna need for this remake trend to continue for like another like 2 generations, just so Sega and Sonic Team can finally see that Sonic Adventure 1 does deserve a remake, and they should just go all ahead and do it.
You see, Riku, but the issue is, they are going to remake it one day, and you're not going to be happy with it. I'm just going to tell you that now.
They just need to outsource it. Don't do it themselves. If we don't trust them, then get the niggas we know to make it. Find people. There's people out there. There's obviously people out there that are making great remakes. It doesn't have to be Sonic Team. Just outsource that motherfucker and let those people do it. Bring people in and do it for them.
I just think that this Sonic Adventure 1 remake could be a perfect 10 out of 10, and you're not going to like it because you're going to realize the Sonic Adventure 1.
He's Tanuki player.
As someone who's played the Dreamcast version, I disagree with that.
Well, I don't know how we got to Sonic, but
all roads lead back to Sonic with these people.
Sonic Racing,
Lord. But yes,
dude, Joker's impersonating Sonic right now. Let's go.
And people would say that Xbox is in the cuck chair. I think we mentioned that earlier. But if you take a look on screen, it's very much.
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like this is basically
this
what's happening, isn't it?
Bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna go home after work to have dinner with my wife and her boyfriend. Okay.
I think they messed up this image though. PlayStation should be a black guy. I'm just saying.
What?
What?
First, actually, you know what? I'm not bringing up just in this chat. Yeah, that's all you, bro. No, we're not gonna.
Wow.
That is not a stream conversation, but you do you.
But yeah, I don't know who said that, but yeah, it seems like Xbox is just giving everything away, and they're just letting it bear, and they're watching it happen too. So this might be the best visual of what we have of what's going on. Quite terrible,
all right,
if you
bro.
ask me. All right, fair enough. But yeah, I think that's all the topics I got.
I think that's basically it. Yeah,
That's basically.
I don't think there's really been anything. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 comes out on Thursday.
Yep.
I'm excited for them, but I'm not playing them until I play 3. I'm hoping to play 3 over the holidays, and then I'll probably be going into 1 and 2 because they've made it very apparent in all the marketing that make sure you play 3 first because these characters are Erdrick's lineage. So do not play them in release order or number, or play them in release order.
It's a shame they have to do that because that's supposed to be like a big twist at the end of 3, but it can't be helped in the modern day. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, J. Arthur was talking about the Switch 2 port of Reload, which is funny because Atlas rushed that shit out the door, and they put out a statement saying, "Yeah, we understand the frame rate's bad, but hey, we're gonna patch it someday." Someday. That's what they said. They said the patch will come out one day.
They literally just put it on there, see if it can run
no
on there,
timeline.
and that's it.
Yeah, and called it a day. Yeah,
Just completely called it a day. Like, oh, it runs.
They're going to do this. They're going to do doing the same
thing.
thing with Metaphor next year. Mark my words, Metaphor's getting a Switch 2 port as well next year, and it's going to be the same thing.
Y'all have fun with that.
You're not going to want to replay Metaphor? Is that
hell no.
Damn, that's a hell no. What else happened?
I still haven't even played Metaphor. I'm waiting for the enhanced edition because once SMT5 got one, all bets are off. Everything Atlas can get a fucking enhanced edition.
But they said, supposedly Atlas came out and said already that they're not doing enhanced editions anymore, which I don't believe them.
That's all right. Well, then I'll wait till they announce Metaphor 2, and then I'll play Metaphor 1. I still don't believe them.
What else happened this week? We have Dissidia. Oh, well, it wasn't this week, but new Dissidia game is coming out.
I was really excited.
Aren't we happy about that? That Dissidia is coming back? This new Dissidia is a phone mobile game. We're not too happy about that. Not too thrilled. And going by the character designs, I don't like the way they look. I mean, everybody looks a little bit too pretty, even the guys. So I'm just like, why does everybody look this pretty? This is weird. But it sucks that they can't get Dissidia right. You had the perfect formula on PSP, but if apparently it was broken, so they needed to fix it.
It was broke. Oh, that's what you meant. I see. It took me a second. Yeah. I don't get why they just felt the need to switch it up. Like,
yeah, they didn't.
You had a slam dunk.
Completely slam.
I feel like Final Fantasy does not. I feel like Square Enix does not take enough advantage of the Final Fantasy catalog. Theatrhythm's great. Dissidia is great. Aside from that, what Final Fantasy crossover games do we have? World of Final Fantasy, a new World of Final Fantasy. I mean, that could be kind of cool. World of Final Fantasy was fun.
It was pretty fun game. Surprisingly, I really enjoyed it.
For what it was a pretty good, just little monster catcher.
Yeah. What else? We
Strangers of Paradise 2. Strangers of Paradise 2. Talk about it, J. Arthur. That's my guy. Man. As soon as they're done with the Neo 3 garbage nobody wants to play, Strangers of Paradise 2 is going to be right on the docket. Let's go, baby.
Goodness. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're like the only one that I know that actually cares about Stranger of Paradise, which I don't think it was a bad game. From what I recall, I don't remember hearing that it was actually a bad game.
The Strangers of Paradise is in my top 10 Final Fantasies.
Goddamn.
Okay, buddy.
Because I played less than 10 Final Fantasies.
I'm about to say, have you played 10 Final Fantasies? Like, what?
I played 1 through 5, and then I played 7, and then I played Crisis Core. And
he literally skipped the best.
Actually, I have
literally skipped the best one.
Oh my God!
This is your boy, Bao. Your man.
I will get to Final Fantasy 6 one day.
All right. We also got word that Expedition 33 has done some numbers. It's finally topped 5 million in sales for a game that came out in around April.
Yeah.
New IP.
Indie. For a niche new IP. French. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, really good.
I have high expectations because, this is probably also the last chance we'll have to predict games coming to the Game Awards, right? Because that gets announced in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It is that time of year.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think Silk Song and Expedition 33 are locks. I think those are both going to be there for nominations.
For Game of the Year, right? Or
Game of the Year. I'm trying to think of what else came out this year that's like a big shoe-in. Maybe Donkey Kong Bonanza, because Mario Odyssey was nominated for Game of the Year in its year. There's absolutely no way Mario Kart World gets nominated for it. There's absolutely no way.
Then we Split Fiction. That's probably going to be in there too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, Split Fiction was so like mixed on reviews. Like people were very like
I thought it was in the 90s.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty.
Was
high.
it?
I only heard positive things.
Yeah, I
thought Split Fiction got like a 90 something on Metacritic. What are you talking about?
Okay, I just saw from people that I was following that it just wasn't as good as the previous two.
Really? I heard the opposite.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, it has a 91 on Metacritic.
Yeah, who you hang out with, Blake?
Who told you that stuff? I don't know I don't know where you heard that stuff.
All right.
Split Fiction probably. Did you get in 4?
Not at the.
That game underperformed in terms of sales, sadly.
And Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is not getting anything, bro. That game
there's a remake category. I heard there was a remake category this year, or
not for
the Keeleys.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. What'd you call it?
The Keeleys.
Jeez. Crazy.
Oh, that's right. J. Arthur said Geoff hates Jeff hates Konami. That's right, because Kojima's in his ass all the time.
That's true.
No Konami awards. Hades 2 as well. That is also true. I think Hades 2 and Silk Song will be there. Like there's I don't know, man. It's gonna be one or the other. Split Fiction. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Ace is still pushing the chat.
Is that a good game? Kingdom Come Deliverance.
It's gonna be an interesting 2 weeks. Someone check the Metacritic on this shit, bro, because this boy Ace been spreading propaganda.
Series
See,
is
let me
good,
look at this.
yes.
Death Stranding 2. Oh my gosh, the Kojima Awards are about to happen. Death Stranding 2 is going to be in there.
All right. We'll talk more about the Game Awards when those days come up and the podcast is at. But I think we're pretty much good. Okay, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is at 88 on Metacritic, so it's pretty high.
Oh no.
Sounds meant to me.
Wow. Okay. All right, guys, let's get up out of here. Appreciate chat for sticking with us. Thanks for all the engagement, no matter how ridiculous it was with the poll there with the Pokemon Emma and her derriere. We are a little bit ridiculous when it comes to that, but we like to have fun around these parts. And we had a certain image of Xbox letting stuff happen to Halo, to PlayStation. It wasn't a big black guy, but it should have been. But that's the way Xbox like it. All right, let's go out with these outros. Go ahead, Q.
It's been good to be back. Talking about JRPGs. I know you guys say I don't play games anymore. I do.
Does he?
And I do.
Actually, speak louder than words, man.
Especially on my return, we spoke about some waifus, and that was great. These waifus are here for us, and we are here for them. And so, appreciating every one of you guys there in the chat. Those of you who have joined in and dropped some likes and all the comments and all that kind of good stuff. And appreciate you guys on the show as well. But yeah, we're here for them waifus. It's your husband of dreams, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
All right, Mega Starmie.
Hey, thank you everyone for coming out. What do you mean? That's the sound that Starmie makes in the anime. Yeah, he makes
never do that again.
Anyway, thank you everyone for coming out. It has been a blast. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be talking about Dragon Quest probably, and by we I mean Shadow, because I think Shadow's probably the only person here who's going to be getting it.
Yes, sir.
But aside from that, if you have a Switch 2, buy Kirby Air Riders at the end of next month. It's about to be the best Switch 2 game to come out this year. Mark my words. Blake Westtown HD seal of approval will be in there. We'll be swimwear. We'll be ready to go.
All right. Bao?
Thank you all for coming out to another HPMP. We appreciate you. Please give Digimon Time Stranger a try. The game is phenomenal. The best Digimon game we've ever had in terms of just straight RPGs. You will not regret it.
All right. Riku.
Riku's on the only one here. Tales of Hearts are on the PlayStation Vita. Is underrated, overhated, and you guys should be playing it, okay?
Let the
Tales
man
of
free.
has not really given you a game, and maybe you should go around and play some Tales of Hearts R.
You tell him, Riku. You tell him.
If you play Resident Evil 3 OG, I will play Tales of Hearts R.
The gauntlet's been dropped. Is Riku picking it up?
But until that time,
I think the thing is he's already played it, so I don't know about that deal.
I haven't.
I was saying, I think he played the original. He played the original.
I mean, I tried. It was
additionally,
Japanese,
you don't even know where your Vita is. I
don't have to know where my Vita is.
He's got the Vita emulator.
I don't have to know my Vita. You know what? I know where it's at. I know the GOAT deck. I know where the GOAT deck is. I know where the Steam deck is.
God.
And it might already be on there, to be honest.
I already made you a deal for it, okay? I already made you a specific deal. If it ain't that one, I'm not trying to hear it, okay?
That's a weird deal. All right.
I know, that's why it exists.
Oh my god. We're going to get you on there one day. Actually, I don't think you would appreciate it. So I don't think I would even want you playing it. Resident Evil 3, the original.
I probably wouldn't, unfortunately.
You couldn't appreciate it.
There's a reason it got a remake, okay? It was dated.
You make me sick. You make me physically ill. Okay, oh my god. All right, guys. This is your boy Shadow, Mr. JRPG. New video out on the channel. Apparently, I was grifting on the video. I didn't know I was grifting, but I was grifting.
Taking it to heart.
So go check out that video. Hit the like button on that. Talk all about the Pokemans. And we will be back in 2 weeks' time. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Deuces, people.